Littlefield Sports Network proudly presents Littlefield Wildcats football here at LittlefieldSports.com. Welcome to tonight's play-by-play broadcast. Our coverage of Littlefield High School football is brought to you by the following Wildcat supporters: Brown Flying Service, Hillcrest Funeral Home, the Lamb Healthcare Center and LHC Family Medicine, Wildcat Laundry, First Federal Bank, Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation, Littlefield Chevrolet Buick GMC, Wellington State Bank, the Littlefield ISD, also by the Lamb County Electric Cooperative, AAA Truck and Auto Parts, Cliff Land Brokers, FiberMax Cotton and BASF, and Texas Farm Bureau Insurance. We will go live and direct to the stadium for tonight's play-by-play broadcast right after these words from our Wildcat supporters.
AAA Truck and Auto Parts. Your local CarQuest dealer isn't all about some big corporation. It's locally owned by your neighbors who really care about you. John and Charlotte McBride and their staff are here to make sure you get the right part at the right price. In addition to quality CarQuest parts, AAA also provides expert vehicle repair, offering oil changes for less money than the out-of-town counterparts, and state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment. There's no reason to go anywhere else for auto parts or auto repair. AAA Truck and Auto Parts, located north of Littlefield on Highway 385. CarQuest, great people, great products, great prices.
This is Liliana Bobadilla with Lyme Healthcare Center and LHC Family Medicine. Our passion is to provide high-quality, accessible healthcare to the residents of Lyme County and surrounding areas. Our hospital provides an emergency room, labor and delivery, and outpatient services. Our staff at the clinic and also provide home services. For an appointment, call 385-6424. To learn more about all the services we provide, visit www.lamhc.org. We want to be your first choice for medical care.
Brown Flying Service at the Taylor Brown Municipal Airport in Littlefield proudly supports the Littlefield Wildcats and sends them all the best in tonight's game and encourages the community to get behind the maroon and white. Brown Flying Service provides agricultural aerial application services to crop producers across the South Plains. That's crop dusting. They offer a wide array of products and services for your agriculture operation. Brown Flying Service, longtime supporters of the Littlefield Wildcats.
Determination, got it from my dad.
Got resilience from my mom.
I'd say cotton growing is in our genes.
There's an art to growing Texas cotton, and FiberMax Cottonseed brings the science with advanced genetics for premium fiber quality and high yield potential.
Most profitable crop I've had.
Made my folks proud.
Your art, our science. FiberMax. Learn how FiberMax varieties averaged $159 an acre more than the competition at fibermax.com. Grow smart with BASF. Always read and follow label directions.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into Littlefield Wildcats football here at West 11 Sports and the Littlefield Sports Network. I'm Cody West, and we're visiting here in the pregame show with head coach and athletic director Jimmy Thomas. Coach, we appreciate you taking time to visit with us.
Thanks, Cody. Appreciate you having me.
Yes, sir. Well, Coach, the Wildcats tonight come in 1-0 after a big win over the Muleshoe Mules last week. Tonight we take on another team who's 1-0 in Denver City on the road, but I'd like to recap last week's game before we look ahead to tonight's game against the Mustangs. The Wildcats came away with a big win. 28-7 was the final score. And honestly, as lopsided as the score was, I think the game on the field looked a little bit more lopsided. It was a dominating performance by the Cats.
Yeah, we were very proud of the effort of our kids and how they played and how they came out and approached the game. And, you know, we did a really good job of preparation, and we really felt that way coming in. But, you know, the thing I'm most proud about is our kids. No one really gave us a shot. If you looked at the media, you looked at all that stuff, you kind of try to ignore, you know. I know sometimes that's coach's cliche, but our kids really weren't going to be denied, and that's what I'm proud of.
Well, and, you know, we came out and brought the intensity, you know, from the beginning, and I kept, you know, there were some games last year where we jumped out to a lead and then let it slip away, and I felt like we did a great job of from the opening kick through halftime to the final buzzer. We kept the intensity, especially on the defensive side of the ball.
You know, absolutely. The defense, I mean, anytime you force 7 turnovers, you try to bottle that up and do it again because it doesn't happen very often, you know. And I think Coach Bryant said it best. He's been a defensive coordinator for a while. I think it's his first time with 7 in a game. So definitely that was paramount. The turnover battle. Now we ended up turning over 3 times, but we still won the turnover battle pretty big.
Yes, sir. Well, the opening possession, we take the kickoff and we drive it down the field, and we're unable to score on that first possession. But then on the ensuing drive by Muleshoe, the very first play, they fumbled, goes into the end zone, we recover it, the defense gets a touchdown, and it was kind of like that was what catapulted our defense, and it seems like we were playing with confidence the rest of the way.
I was kind of a little frustrated because we went on a 19-play drive, which is very I don't know if I've ever been on a 19-play drive in this offense, and we didn't score. We screwed up the 4th down play and didn't score, and then we get the fumble recovery for a touchdown the next play. But we really feel like the key turning point in the game is when Jeremiah Trevino tracked that guy down and didn't let him score, and then they fumbled 2 plays later. And so, that's the clip we showed our team to start with. That's what kind of intensity we have to have.
Well, and even on that play on the broadcast, I said, he's gone, nobody's going to catch him. And then here comes Jeremiah, he's just coming down the field and he catches him. And, you're right. I mean, that was a great play and of course, stopped that what would have been a touchdown, no doubt. But all over the field, our kids played well defensively, kind of staying on the defensive side of things. And we had some first-year varsity players playing in their very first varsity game step up.
Yeah, absolutely. And we had those kids, we had a lot of those kids, this is their first varsity start, and we made some of those mistakes. And I knew coming in, and I said that on the headset one time, I said, now remember, guys, we've got this is their first time. We made some on the offensive end especially, but, I couldn't be more pleased with the way some of those guys played. Major Benise in his first start as a sophomore had 3 picks, and, they did a good job.
Talking about Muleshoe coming in, one thing that surprised me a little bit, I know they have a new quarterback. They lost theirs from last year, and they still have, Irvin Torres, their stud receiver, but they seemed just pretty much determined to run the ball on us, and I was kind of surprised that they didn't put it in the air as much. Was that something you were expecting?
Well, our whole game plan was to shut down Irvin Torres. Because, Amarillo paper said we ain't going to be able to stop them, yada, yada, yada. So that was our rally cry. And I'll tell you this, our defensive staff, Coach Bryant, did a really good job of mixing up our coverages to where we'd been 2 safeties, 1 safety, and so they really weren't on balance on what they could do to him. He had 1 big catch early. I think he had 2 or 3 touches in the game is all he had. But, I think they felt like they were going to come in and just run the ball on us too. And so we did a good job. We'd given them some stuff they hadn't seen before. And, our front played lights out, too.
Well, and that's one thing we talked about last week was that how important it is in this defense to get pressure on the quarterback and get guys in the backfield, and we were able to do that.
Yeah, and we did a good job mixing that thing up, and both of our linebackers played really well, too, and defensive linemen. And, we gave out helmet stickers, and I'm like, I'm going to have to reorder some more with all the defensive awards we had this week. Yeah. But that's always a great thing. And, when you're early in the year, that's important because your offense tends to be behind your defense. And it took us a little while to get going offensively, but it was a different offensive night for us, too.
Yes, sir. And talking about the offense, we played well. I haven't seen the final stats, but I know we ran a lot of plays, probably not as many as you would like in a game, and probably the tempo, I think, will increase, I think, as the season goes on. But there were times toward the end of the game, too, where we needed to run the clock, and we were able to do that. But first-year starting quarterback Chip Green seemed well in command of the offense.
Yeah, he did a good job. He had a couple sophomore moments, but that's okay. That's going to happen, and did a really good job. Our tempo was really good when we wanted it to be. We snapped it 74 times. And we really drugged the clock when we took the lead. We try to play smart football when we have a lead, and so I think we had 2 possessions that were 5 minutes and 4 minutes in that 3rd and 4th quarter that we really were trying to take time off the clock. So if we'd have kept our tempo, we'd have definitely been over probably 90 plays. So our tempo was really good when we wanted it to be. So I don't have any disregard to that. It was a different night for us because we had more run. They gave us a lot more in the running game than the passing game, And we didn't make some big plays in the pass game when we needed to, but I think we rushed for 245 and threw it for about 83 yards. So
Yes, sir. And without seeing the stats, I'm guessing Chip Green and Mason Jones got the bulk of those yards.
yeah, we had two guys over 100 yards rushing on Friday night, so that was a big deal. And that's the thing about offense. It's I'm not getting style points in heaven for throwing the football. We're going to do what it takes to win the football game, and both those guys did a good job, and our offensive line did a good job.
That's one thing that impressed me that I wasn't real sure about coming in after watching a couple of scrimmages and kind of knowing what we lost from last year was just the offensive line. And you had some question marks there, but those guys, they won the battle in the trenches on Friday.
Yeah, I think, that's always the goal, and I still believe in that old saying that if you win the game on offense and defense off tackle. And I still think that holds true whether you're in the spread or the wing tee or the slot eye or whatever it is. And I felt like we won the battle both sides up front. And so that was definitely huge. And we got some, Brendan Bowman played well. He's kind of come out of his shell, He's always wanted to be a tight end, and I've kind of finally convinced him this is where we need him. And he really played well. And so we have Evan Hennehost that really hasn't played a whole lot, played well. Mm-hmm. So a lot of those guys, Ace has been a 3-year starter, so some of those guys played well last Friday night.
Yes, sir. Well, we, of course, enjoyed every minute of it, beating Muleshoe in the very first game of the year. And, now we get to move on and try to get another one against a good Denver City team. You talk about rivalry games. We don't really think of Denver City much as a rival, but we play them every year, and sometimes we've played them twice a year. There were 2 or 3 times in the last few years that we've played them in the preseason and in the playoffs too, and so they've been a constant on our schedule, very familiar opponent. They always, have a good program, and we're looking forward to tonight's game, and I want to talk about Denver City and a little more about the Wildcats too when we come back right after this. Farm and ranch land transactions are more complicated than ever. If you're thinking of buying or selling land today, give Eric Turpin a call at 679-6206. That's 679-6206. Eric is a real estate broker that specializes in all kinds of agricultural real estate. Call Eric today and let him take care of the details for you. Eric Turpin at Cliff Land Brokers is ready to help you. Stop by at 213 East Marshall Howard Boulevard in Littlefield.
This is Shauna Wagley Hastings with Hillcrest Funeral Home in Littlefield. Sam Billingsley and I have been proudly serving Littlefield and the surrounding communities for over 14 years. We offer pre-need, cremation, traditional, and contemporary funeral service arrangements. We can help you custom design a creative service that honors the life of your loved one in a way that uniquely memorializes their life. In addition, we can transfer any pre-arranged services you already have with another funeral home. Hillcrest is hometown, people you know and trust. Sam and I are always here to help in your time of need. Hillcrest Funeral Home, cherish the memories, honor the legacy.
Win all day by listening to Wildcats football on the Littlefield Sports Network and banking with First Federal Bank in Littlefield. We proudly support your Littlefield Wildcats. Buying your next farm or implement? Considering an investment property to purchase? Who couldn't see their family in a new UTV taking a county road cruise at sunset? Or maybe a new ride for mama with that new car smell? Don't put it off. We would love to talk to you. Visit us online at firstfedlfd.com or in the Littlefield Shopping Plaza. First Federal Bank Littlefield, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
When we moved to Texas, we were like fish out of water. We didn't know anyone in our neighborhood until our Texas Farm Bureau insurance agent came to the house. She was so helpful and reassuring, a friendly face with that Texan hospitality I'd heard about. When we purchased a Texas Farm Bureau insurance policy, we knew we were making the right choice. We knew our family would be protected.
Call 806-579-2489 or visit us at 615 XIT Drive in Littlefield to speak with an agent today.
Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications and policy terms and may vary by situation.
Welcome back into Littlefield Wildcats football here at the Littlefield Sports Network. I'm Cody West visiting with head coach Jimmy Thomas. Coach, tonight the Wildcats take on a Denver City team. Denver City comes in 1-0 after a close win last week. What did you see on film from them?
They went on the road. They went all the way up to Borger, so they took a long road trip, and those are always hard to play. But they won a big ball game on an extra point, 21-20 in overtime. And so, they're probably going to be up for us, and so we're ready for that.
One thing about Denver City over the years, and I don't know how it's going to be this year, but they always have a size advantage over us. Seems like they always have big kids.
Their linebackers have really been impressive to me. That's on film. They're 220, 230. They've got some big physical-looking kids. But, we know it's going to be a test. I've played Denver City back when I was at Bushland, and I've known Coach Fottenham for a long time, so he's talking some mad trash. And, we talk to our kids about we don't make sure the war on 84 is not the pinnacle of our season. So we really want to come out and take another step. Absolutely.
So what are we going to see from them offensively? What style of offense are they going to run? And are they run heavy, pass heavy? What are we going to see when they have the ball?
They're kind of a multiple spread, kind of gap scheme power counter, fairly similar to us. They probably don't throw it as much as we do. They're going to try to stay on the ground. They have a quarterback that's back from last year. And they'll try to throw it vertical some to him and throw some screens, but they really try to do a good job keeping on the ground. They do some things where they get some sets where they try to outflank you with some stretch stuff, but they're going to be multiple spread running the football.
Outside of the quarterback, are there any playmakers we need to look for?
Yeah, I think their offensive line's playing well. Just watching, they're fairly good sized up front, and those guys were playing pretty well. You can tell by just watching how they do some things, because we run a lot of the same schemes. So they're doing a pretty good job up front. Their running backs, they have two running. They have a real big running back that they play a little bit, and then they have another one that can run. So they've got a couple of pretty good backs.
When we have the ball, what are we going to see from them defensively?
That's when you're playing a Denver City team, that's always their strength. They're really big and physical up front. They're going to keep you from trying to run the football. They're 3-3 stack, and so they're putting 6 in the box, and they've got really good linebackers and some defensive linemen that get after it. It's just very similar to last year, and so they make it hard for you to run the football, and they're going to be physical, and they're going to play a deep cover 3 and make you stay underneath and not give up any cheap touchdowns and kind of make you be disciplined when you drive the football.
So last year, Denver City came here, and we were able to beat them. What are we going to have to do to beat them on their turf tonight?
We're going to have to play 4 quarters for sure, just kind of like we did last year. Last year it took a fake punt to help us beat them, and I've been making fun of Coach Fontenot all year about working on the fake punts. Yeah. We're really good friends. But So, I know we're coming into a hostile environment where they really want to win this football game. And, we're just going to have to play well. Defensively, we're going to have to get up there and stop the run, and then offensively, we're going to have to move the ball. And, we're going to have to get after them up front a little bit, I think. But, it's going to be a challenge.
How was the week of practice?
It's been great. The weather's been horrible for us because lightning has been a factor every day in practice. But our kids have done a good job. We were on and off the field 3 different times yesterday because of lightning and in practice. So that's been a little bit of a chore, but the kids have adjusted well. So, we hadn't been able to bang a lot because of practice, so we should be fairly healthy.
Well, that was my next question. Did we come out of the Muleshoe game healthy?
Absolutely, we did. Knock on wood, we've stayed really healthy, and that's one of the good things that I see going forward is, man, we just stayed healthy, and I feel really good about where we are.
All right, Coach. We appreciate your time as always, and we'll hopefully do this again next week and talk about the big win over Denver City.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Cody.
All right, thank you very much, Coach Jimmy Thomas here in the pregame show. We'll be back with more Wildcats football right after this.
The Lamb County Electric Cooperative was established in 1938 for the purpose of making life better for our community, and today they continue to strive for that purpose. LCEC is committed to providing safe, reliable electric service at the lowest practical cost. The Lamb County Electric Co-op is proud of its well-trained, quality workforce that meets the changing needs of its membership. Proudly serving you and all of the communities in our coverage area. The Lamb County Electric Co-op, a Touchstone Energy cooperative.
The Heffington family of Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation sends all the best to each member of the Littlefield Wildcats this season. Triple T Irrigation is an authorized TL Irrigation Systems dealer. Hydrostatically powered, TL systems are designed to deliver continuous movement to extend gearbox life. Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation, proud supporters of the Littlefield Wildcats.
Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen, to Littlefield Wildcats varsity football here at West 11 Sports. I'm Cody West. We'll be joined by Keith Logan here in just a few moments, but we are live in Denver City. We want to say welcome to our listening audience around the world at littlefieldsports.com and also on YouTube Live on our Littlefield Sports Network YouTube page. And we do have live streaming video from all of the games this year as well. So the Wildcats coming in at 1-0 over Muleshoe last week, getting a big win to start the season, 28-7. Denver City traveled up north to the Panhandle to take on Borger, and they came away with a 1-point victory over the Borger Bulldogs in overtime. So these two teams come in at 1-0, and the Wildcats on the road for the first time this season. Denver City at home for the first time this season. So Littlefield will be dressed in all white tonight. The white helmets with white jerseys, white pants with maroon and gray trim and numbers. The big shape of Texas on the side of the helmet with a Wildcat in the middle. Denver City dressed in all red tonight. Red helmets, red jerseys, red pants with white trim and numbers for the home team here. It is homecoming here in Denver City, as well as both of these teams are getting ready for the second game of the season. Littlefield looked impressive against Muleshoe, and according to the Harris ratings tonight, come in as a 10-point favorite over the Mustangs. Littlefield a 10-point favorite according to the Harris ratings, and Harris rates every team in the state of Texas from top to bottom, and Littlefield, of course, in 3A Division II. Last week was ranked in the 50s without anybody playing a game yet, and they moved up to number 33 in the state. So Harris has the Wildcats ranked at number 33 in the state of Texas in Class 3A Division II, and a 10-point favorite over 3A Division I, Denver City, the number 59 team in the state in 3A D1, according to Harris. So hopefully the Wildcats can avoid the upset tonight and come away with a win over the Mustangs. Their second win in a row after Littlefield beat Denver City at home last year in non-district play. So the Wildcats trying to get their second win of the season as the captains are coming out on the field. They're getting ready for the national anthem here in just a moment. We'll take a break and we'll be back to look at the starting lineup for both teams, or rather for Wildcats offense and defense, coming up right after these words.
When we moved to Texas, we were like fish out of water. We didn't know anyone in our neighborhood until our Texas Farm Bureau insurance agent came to the house. She was so helpful and reassuring, a friendly face with that Texan hospitality I'd heard about. When we purchased a Texas Farm Bureau insurance policy, we knew we were making the right choice. We knew our family would be protected.
Call 806-579-2489 or visit us at 615 XIT Drive in Littlefield to speak with an agent today.
Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications and policy terms and may vary by situation.
The Lamb County Electric Cooperative was established in 1938 for the purpose of making life better for our community, and today they continue to strive for that purpose. LCEC is committed to providing safe, reliable electric service at the lowest practical cost. The Lamb County Electric Co-op is proud of its well-trained, quality workforce that meets the changing needs of its membership. Proudly serving you and all of the communities in our coverage area. The Lamb County Electric Co-op, a Touchstone Energy cooperative.
The Heffington family of Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation sends all the best to each member of the Littlefield Wildcats this season. Triple T Irrigation is an authorized TL Irrigation Systems dealer. Hydrostatically powered, TL systems are designed to deliver continuous movement to extend gearbox life. Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation, proud supporters of the Littlefield Wildcats.
Welcome back to Littlefield Wildcats varsity football here at West 11 Sports. The captains are out on the field. The Littlefield Wildcats, 4 team captains this year. All seniors. Number 1, Javen Jimenez. Number 66, Ace Acevedo down there as well. For the Wildcats, number 2, Mason Jones, and number 7, Daniel Garcia. Those are the 4 captains for the Wildcats this year. We're joined here pre-kickoff by Coach Keith Logan. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. I mean, it's Friday night. You've got a 3-day weekend. Might as well start off this weekend with a win.
Good weather out here in Denver City as well. As the Wildcats win the toss, we will defer to the second half. So we'll see which end we'll take as the defensive team. Denver City will be kicking from right to left from where we sit here on the home side. And that's south to north here at Mustang Stadium in Denver City. So Littlefield wins the toss, and we defer to the second half. So Denver City will be getting the ball to start.
The teams are getting ready to come out onto the field. Keith, how do you feel about tonight's game? I was talking about Harris has this as a 10-point favorite, but, man, that makes me nervous.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a long time since we've been a favorite, and very few games as of late. So it's kind of uncharted territory, but, the main thing to do is just take care of business on the field and don't necessarily worry about all the ratings and stuff like that. We had a great game. But we want to build upon that on week 2.
Well, and that's what Thomas said. He said, you can't let the war on 84 be the pinnacle of your season.
No
right?
doubt.
Game
no
number
doubt.
1.
Yeah. We came out, our defense played great. Offense was a little slow, and they took a minute to kind of get going. And hopefully our our offense comes along in this week 2. It kind of helps us prepare to possibly winning, to go 2-0 on the early season. But, like we talked about, even before the broadcast, we kind of started off hot last year and kind of fizzled out. So, you got to take it one game at a time, and that I'm sure that this bunch realizes that, and I'm sure the coaching staff has mentioned that to them, that just worry about, the week that you're currently in. We had a great week 1, but we're on to week 2 in Denver City.
Absolutely, and you talk about Denver City, Keith. I was thinking about them, and I'm like, we don't really consider it a rivalry game, but we play them every year, and sometimes we play them twice a year. Used to. Now that we're in Division II, that's not an option. But there's some years we played them 2 times in a season, and you don't really think about them as a rival, but it's kind of a rivalry.
Yeah, not even just football, just for the most part, everything else besides football this year, they're in our district. So we talked about coming to Denver City. If you have kids that are in athletics, you come to Denver City for 3 or 4 times a year at a minimum, just to,
Yep. Volleyball, basketball, track, baseball, softball.
So basically in the spring, starting with basketball, kind of that fall, kind of winter sports, we come to Denver City often and we play them often. But like you said, not that we don't respect them. They have, a lot of times they have beat us in several different sports, but you just don't realize them as far as being a rivalry, but it's starting to get in that way just because we play them so often.
Yeah, I think so too. As the Wildcats have come out of their tunnel, everyone carrying an American flag, Denver City. It's their homecoming tonight. They're getting ready to come out of their tunnel, as they will. They're all carrying flags too, and the Wildcats are getting ready to kick it off to the Mustangs. We'll play the national anthem here at the stadium. Here on the broadcast, I'm going to take a break, and we'll be back with the opening kick coming up right after this. You're listening to Littlefield Wildcats football here at the Littlefield Sports Network.
Find new roads with a new Chevrolet from Littlefield Chevrolet. This is Kevin Campbell, and as you know, our name has changed, but much like the Littlefield Wildcats, the tradition continues. Be sure to stop by and see me for your next car, truck, or SUV. I look forward to seeing you soon, and as always, we are proudly supporting our youth in all their endeavors. Go Wildcats.
Located on Highway 84 in Littlefield. Littlefield Chevrolet, Buick, GMC. We are professional grade. Visit www.littlefieldchevrolet.com.
This is Mike Reed, Superintendent of the Littlefield Independent School District. I join our board, administrators, faculty, and staff in proudly supporting each of our students in every activity. Everyone at the school district is very proud of our students, and we wish them continued success on the field and in the classroom. Here at LISD, we are committed to excellence, and our mission is to provide a quality education through shared responsibilities in a safe, supportive environment where all students are prepared to meet the challenges of a global society. Wildcat Magic. Be a part.
Over 100 years and still going strong, Wellington State Bank is your hometown community bank. Wellington State Bank offers personal, dedicated service on deposit accounts, farm and equipment loans, and other financial needs. Wellington State Bank proudly serves the Littlefield area and always supports the Wildcats. Visit any of our 10 locations or on the web at wellingtonsb.com. Wellington State Bank of Littlefield, your partners in progress. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Wildcat Laundry in Littlefield is a proud supporter of Littlefield High School athletics and wants to wish the Wildcats good luck in tonight's game. Wildcat Laundry is a clean, full-service laundromat with quality coin-operated washers and dryers for all your needs. Comforters too big for your home washer? Bring them to the Wildcat Laundry. Need to take care of several loads in a short time? Come to Wildcat Laundry, located at 901 Hall Avenue in Littlefield. Wildcat Laundry says go Cats.
This is Dominique Gagnon with Lamb Healthcare Center and LHC Family Medicine. Our passion is to provide high-quality, accessible health care to the residents of Lamb County and surrounding areas. Our hospital provides an emergency room, labor and delivery, outpatient services, and our staff at the clinic is here to serve you 6 days a week. For an appointment, call 806-385-6424. To learn more about all of the services we provide, visit www.lambhc.org. We want to be your first choice for medical care.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats varsity football here at West 11 Sports. Our kickoff team coming out onto the field. It'll be number 75, Angel Salazar, the kicker, and he's kind of been a surprise kicker for us. Last week made every extra point, and he's got a good boot on the kickoffs as well.
Yeah, it's basically just kind of like open tryout. It was like, who wants to kick? And then he kind of rose to the occasion, and just like that, and now he's the place kicker.
He's the kicker. Littlefield will be on defense first for the Wildcats when Denver City has the ball. Our cornerbacks are number 4, MJ Randall, and number 3, Omar Martinez. Your free safety is number 22, Major McNeese, coming off of 3 interceptions last week. Your will linebacker is number 10, Ian Mendez. Your outside linebacker, number 5, Tyrell Norman. Left defensive end is number 9, Sam Hill. Your strong safety, number 7, Daniel Garcia. Your Sam linebacker is number 8, Jeremiah Trevino. Your Mike linebacker is number 1, Javen Jimenez. Kick is caught at the 8-yard line, and it'll be returned up to about the 24-yard line, and the kicker, Angel Salazar, levels it.
Hey, man, he is an offensive lineman, defensive lineman, so he's out there laying the wood.
Your defensive line is number 50, Marquise Roseman, number 72, Adrian Garcia, down there for the Wildcats. And, of course, I did mention the defensive ends already. So the Wildcats defense, who played a great game last week against Muleshoe, starts the game here tonight. Muleshoe has it 1st and 10 at their own 25. Quarterback going out of a shotgun, running back in the backfield. Here's the snap. He's going to keep going to the right side. Hole closes, and he gains about a yard on the play. And a nice job there. Javen Jimenez and Sam Hill getting up from the bottom of the pile.
Yeah, it's going to be crucial that we're going to send the house in the interior, and we have to come up and make tackles. If not, it's going to get to that second level, and then maybe off to the races. So we got to be gang tackling, and I'm sure that's what the coaching staff has preached.
2nd down and 9 coming up for Denver City. They're going to go in a double slot. That's 4 wide receivers with a running back, quarterback, and a deep shotgun, 5-yard shotgun. Here's the snap. Drops back, has pressure, batted. Oh, it's caught. I thought they batted it down, and it's caught for a gain of about a yard. But he dropped all the way back to about the 12-yard, or rather 17-yard line before he chunked it.
Yeah, he retreated, just a little bubble screen to the outside wide receiver, and just great job right there by the defense.
It looked to me like we got a hand on it, but
kind of slowed it down. The throw was just a little bit off, like you mentioned, and it made the wide receiver go up and catch it out of the air and slowed him down.
So 3rd and 8 for Denver City. Trips on the right. Here's the snap. Quarterback, 3-step drop, fires down the sideline, looking for a man, and it's caught in double coverage. Number 1 for the Mustangs makes the catch, and that was a perfectly thrown ball, and Spencer Freeman, he's their athlete. He goes 6'3", but that kid's a track star and an all-around athlete here at Denver City. Yeah. I thought he was a senior last year.
It's one of those kids that it feels like sometimes some of these kids, like you watch in high school, feel like they're fifth-year seniors because they've been on varsity and all the other sports that are just big contributors for their town.
So 1st and 10 Mustangs in Littlefield territory. Quarterback's going to keep. Wildcats swarm him under for no gain, probably a loss of a yard or 2. That's going to be Major McNeese and Jeremiah Trevino on the tackle.
And what I've noticed so far, the offensive line of Denver City is definitely going to try to cut block majority of our defensive linemen to kind of get them on the ground. And that's what allowed that last pass play that was able to pick up the 1st down. They cut all of the defensive linemen and got them down and allowed the Denver City quarterback to have an open pocket.
2nd and 11. Here's a handoff up the middle. Wildcats are there to bring him down, and a great job by Jeremiah Trevino getting in the backfield, bringing down the running back for a loss of a yard. That'll bring up 3rd and 12.
And that's a great job right there by Jeremiah. If he doesn't make that tackle, he's at least getting possibly 5 or 6 more yards.
Jeremiah started at linebacker last year, and he has just come on this year since they moved him to defensive end or outside linebacker.
And that's one thing that Coach Thomas is like. He likes a lot of speed on the defense. Not necessarily size, but if you can run, you can play defense.
Big third down coming up for the Littlefield defense. Yeah, he's like, I want to put my 11 fastest guys on defense. Here's the snap, quarterback, 3-step drop, pressure, throws over the middle, and it is incomplete. Out in front of an open receiver, but it's going to bring up 4th down and 12.
Yeah, definitely had the wide receiver going across the middle. But a great job right there by Littlefield putting a little pressure on him. With that, Denver City will line up to punt the ball.
Yep. Wildcats hold them to 1 first down on that possession, and now the Wildcats will drop back to return the punt. Looks like Major McNeese and maybe Javen.
Yeah, let's look at number 1.
Here's the punt. High, end over end, but short. We're going to let it go. Takes a Denver City roll down to the 10-yard line. So Denver City's punter put them in good field position on a short punt.
Yeah.
Just took a long roll, so Littlefield will have the ball 1st and 10 at our own 10-yard line.
So, hopefully our offense didn't play bad. It just wasn't in sync to start that game off last week. So hopefully we're able to get a good drive right here and come away with a touchdown. But we drove down the field to start the Millshoe game, just wasn't able to get into the end zone.
Yeah. Made a long drive to start things off, but couldn't get it in. Here's the first play. Wildcats on a little bubble screen to Ian Mendez. He's not going to gain anything. Gets back to the line of scrimmage.
And the one thing, for the most part, Denver City probably seems very similar offense in practice just because, a lot of teams are going to the spread. So, but we have several different variations.
Here we go. Shotgun. Chip takes the snap, hands it off up the middle. Mason Jones across the 15-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain on 2nd down, 5.5 yards.
And that last formation went a little bit tight, allowed Mason to pick up some good yardage. Just like that, Littlefield goes right to the line of scrimmage.
Yep, 3rd down and a long 4. Chip Green out of the shotgun, takes the snap, gives to Mason, left side, breaks loose. He has the 1st down to the sideline.
It's blocking the back right there. And I don't think that they needed to make that play. I think that's going against Ian.
Yeah, an unnecessary block in the back out there. And the Wildcats know it's coming back.
Yep.
Denver City does too.
And that's going to change the play calling.
Yeah, I think so too. It's going to be 3rd down, and depending on, I think it's a spot foul, so it'll be from the spot. So.
Oh, holding. Well, that's
okay.
A little bit better.
Yeah,
than
I think so. Because it'll be from the line of scrimmage. So we'll see where they spot it, but it's going to be 3rd and long for the Wildcats after that holding call. Yeah, right back near the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and 10. So here we go. Chip Green out of the shotgun, but we've got a stoppage of play as the officials are all coming in.
Maybe a little bit some confusion out there. Not quite sure where the ball should be spotted.
Yeah, I think they're talking about the spot. 0-0 our score. First possession of the game for the Wildcats. Denver City got the ball to start. We held them to a punt. 8 minutes and 18 seconds left in the first quarter. 0-0. Here we go, 3rd and 10. Chip Green out of the shotgun, double slot. Here's the snap. Green drops straight back, standing at the goal line. Now he's going to be flushed out of the pocket. He dumps it off, complete, and out of bounds at about the 15, 16-yard line to Mason Jones. So we got a bunch of it back, but not enough to move the chains.
And that penalty's crucial. You feel like Mason was about to pick up that 1st down on the running play, picks up the holding penalty and pushes us back, and that's going to force us to punt the ball, and Denver City should get fairly decent field position.
Javen Jimenez, the punter, will be standing about the 5-yard line. So both teams will have punted on their first possession, and we're still trying to get our punt team out there. Play clock is down to 10 seconds. Here's the snap. Javen, plenty of time, gets a kick away, but it's short. Shanks it out of bounds. And we'll see where the officials say it went out.
He's walking. He's walking. Let's see where he goes.
Yeah.
Okay.
37.
Initially, the Denver City fans were really upset because what happens is the official runs past the location and he walks up to where he feels that the ball went out of bounds. But at first, I even thought, like, man, that's a terrible spot. But
this is about a 27-yard punt from where he kicked it. So here we go. Denver City ball, 1st and 10 at the Littlefield 37. Quarterback out of the shotgun. 0-0 our score. Here's the snap. He's going to keep. Looking for room, nowhere to go. Jeremiah Trevino on the tackle once again for the Littlefield Wildcats.
And drop him for a loss.
Yep. This quarterback for Denver City is number 8, Jonah Escalante. He goes 6 foot, 160-pound junior.
Not a big kid.
2nd down and about 11 for the Mustangs at the Littlefield 38-yard line. They're going to go with a full house backfield out of the shotgun. Pistol. Here's the snap. Quarterback looks to throw, has pressure, flushed out and sacked. Helmet comes off, but a great job by Tyrell Norman coming in to make the quarterback sack back near the 48-yard line. And even though the helmet came off, I don't think he got the helmet. It just may have been a little loose.
Yeah.
But that was a sack with authority for Tyrell Norman. And we've got a timeout taken by Denver City. They're going to regroup after that play as Littlefield's defense comes out strong here again in Denver City, picking up where they left off last week against Muleshoe. 7:06 left in the first quarter, 0-0. We'll be back right after this.
Brown Flying Service at the Taylor Brown Municipal Airport in Littlefield proudly supports the Littlefield Wildcats and sends them all the best in tonight's game and encourages the community to get behind the maroon and white. Brown Flying Service provides agricultural aerial application services to crop producers across the South Plains. That's crop dusting. They offer a wide array of products and services for your agriculture operation. Brown Flying Service, longtime supporters of the Littlefield Wildcats.
The Heffington family of Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation sends all the best to each member of the Littlefield Wildcats this season. Triple T Irrigation is an authorized TL Irrigation Systems dealer. Hydrostatically powered, TL systems are designed to deliver continuous movement to extend gearbox life. Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation, proud supporters of the Littlefield Wildcats.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats football here at West 11 Sports as we resume play in progress. Denver City with a long completion for about 10 yards to Spencer Freeman, but that's still going to leave 4th down and 12 for the Mustangs. That big sack by Tyrell Norman just put them in tough position. Now they're going to bring out the punt team. So
basically got them behind the chains, and just like that, it allowed Littlefield's defense to kind of sit back and, don't let nobody get past them, and that's exactly what they did. Bend but don't break and come away with a possible punt right here.
Nobody deep for the Wildcats to return it. Here's the snap. Punter brings it down, gets a kickoff short. But it lands at about the 13-yard line and rolls down to the 10. So Littlefield once again will start at our own 10-yard line. Back-to-back drives starting at the 10.
Basically both teams just body shots right now.
We're in a defensive struggle.
And then you kind of feel like that was going to be the case, just the fact it's Littlefield's first game on the road. You had so much excitement against the War on 84. You have to build that energy, and a lot of times it takes a while before you get started.
Yeah, so here we go. Littlefield 1st and 10 at our own 10-yard line. Chip Green, the sophomore quarterback, out of the shotgun. Double slot formation. Running back is Mason Jones. Here's the snap. They give to Jones going around the left side. Gets to the corner and out of bounds after a minimal gain, maybe a yard or two.
Yeah, they did. Denver City was able just to string along Mason Jones, but Mason was able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Wow.
I thought he was able to get that corner, just wasn't able to.
2nd down and 10. 2 receivers on the left, 1 on the right. Here's the snap. Chip looking to throw. Fires to Omar. He's complete at the 20 and down to the 25-yard line. Omar Martinez with a catch, and that'll move the sticks. Nice 15-yard gain there for the Wildcats.
That's one thing I have noticed right now. Denver City's cornerbacks are giving a lot of space to the Littlefield wide receivers.
Coach Thomas told me, he said, I feel like Denver City's going to just key on the run and force us to beat them with the pass. Here's the snap. Chip going to keep it up the middle to the 30-yard line. 31, that's a 6-yard gain on first down for the Wildcats. Chip Green on the keeper, who was last week's leading rusher. So second down and about 4. Wildcats right back to the line. Green out of the shotgun. Long snap count. We'll look to the sideline. New play comes in. 2 receivers on the left, 1 on the right. 2 men in the backfield. 2 running backs. Here's the snap. Run the toss to Jones. Jones getting to the outside, cuts it up, has the first down and then some. He's to the 45, still on his feet, near midfield, out of bounds.
A great job by the offensive lineman.
Yeah, everybody had a block. Everybody was on their man. Jeremiah Trevino was the lead blocker out there, kind of as the fullback. So they're going to say he went out at the 45. Here's the snap. They're going to swing it out to Omar. Martinez, the catch, in the backfield, nowhere to go, running for his life. And he's going to be tackled way behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and that's one of those things. There's a little too much dancing right there.
Well, in that little bubble screen that we run, you have to catch it and get upfield because it's designed to be kind of like a run, take the place of a run. It's rarely a big gainer. That's why you have to turn it upfield as soon as you catch it and just get what you can get.
It's basically a play to set up for another play.
So now it's 2nd and 15. Here's the snap. Chip, 5-step drop. Has time, throws. Has a man wide open. Javen makes the catch at the 30-yard line and down, and a flag at the 26-yard line. Javen Jimenez was wide open, and a perfect pass by Chip Green.
And once again, you got to give a credit to the offensive lineman. They allowed Chip Green to had a clean pocket, was able to step in, survey the field, and see Javen running down the side.
Yeah, they're going to tack on 15 at the end of this one on the personal foul face mask. So the Wildcats are in business. 0-0 our score, 4 minutes and 10 seconds left in the first quarter, and the Wildcats have the ball in the red zone at the Denver City 13-yard line. Green out of the shotgun. Here's the snap. They give to Jones. Jones nowhere to go. Brought down a loss of 2. So that'll bring up, well, that's a loss of, loss
4?
Of 3.
Yeah. A long 3 at that.
So second down and a long 13. Here we go. Green out of the shotgun, takes the snap, drops back. Pressure, fires out of the pocket, complete to Omar at the 10. Martinez heads to the pylon, and he is into the end zone, and that's a Wildcats touchdown. A 17-yard touchdown pass from Chip Green to Omar Martinez, and the Wildcats are up 6-0.
Once again, basically, Omar was by himself on the island against the Denver City cornerback and just sauteed him, sizzled.
Well, and like you mentioned, I mean, they're playing our wide receivers soft, giving them lots of cushion out there. So here's Salazar, the left-footed kicker, to try the extra point. It's up and blocked. And it'll be no good. With 3 minutes and 29 seconds left in the first quarter, your score is Littlefield 6, Denver City 0. We'll be right back.
Score a touchdown and open a checking account at First Federal Bank, Lamb County's hometown bank. No monthly maintenance fee, free bank statements, free checking account servicing, free online banking and bill pay, free mobile deposit, and free smiles when you bank with First Federal Bank in Littlefield. Remember to choose the Wildcat debit card, and by doing so, First Federal Bank will contribute a donation to LISD. We proudly support your Littlefield Wildcats. First Federal Bank Littlefield, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is Shauna Wagley Hastings with Hillcrest Funeral Home in Littlefield. Sam Billingsley and I have been proudly serving Littlefield and the surrounding communities for over 14 years. We offer pre-need, cremation, traditional, and contemporary funeral service arrangements. We can help you custom design a creative service that honors the life of your loved one in a way that uniquely memorializes their life. In addition, we can transfer any pre-arranged services you already have with another funeral home. Hillcrest is hometown, people you know and trust.
Sam and I are always here to help in your time of need. Hillcrest Funeral Home, cherish the memories, honor the legacy.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats football here at West 11 Sports. After the Littlefield touchdown, we lead it 6-0. The ensuing kickoff is returned out to about the 25-yard line, and for the second time in a row, the kicker, Angel Salazar, makes the tackle.
Hey, he's doing his job. Let's just say he's not the safety.
Yeah.
On the kickoff. So he gets to just go down there and
kick it and go. They're going to down it at the 27, so it'll be 1st and 10 Denver City at their own 27-yard line. 6-0 Littlefield, 3:15 left in the first quarter of play. Escalante takes the snap, hands it off. He's got an opening to the outside. Hole closes quick, but a couple of broken tackles, and he's going to gain 7 yards on the play to the 34-yard line. Major McNeese came in hot, but the running back just kind of
olayed him.
Yep.
Olay.
Is that number 17 on the carry for Denver City? That's a big boy. Jose Velasco, 5'9", 195. Short and stocky. So here we go, shotgun, 2nd down and 3. Here's the snap. Quarterback keep. Hit in the backfield and push back, and a nice job. First man there is number 72, the nose guard, Adrian Garcia. Jeremiah Trevino comes in to finish him off.
And this is going to bring up 3rd down and short.
Yeah, gained a yard. It'll be 3rd and 2. Littlefield's defense has forced 2 punts tonight. 2 minutes and 15 seconds left in the first quarter. Wildcats on top, 6-0. Cody West, Keith Logan, Olivia Seha, the camera girl tonight. 3rd down. Oh, we jumped.
Free play.
Yep. Going to throw down the sideline. Man open. Caught. We're going to say incomplete. He dropped the ball when he hit the ground, but like you said, it was a free play as Ian Mendez jumped off sides, and that'll give him the 1st down. So that's twice now that a defensive penalty has kept a Denver City drive alive. So they'll spot the ball at the 40-yard line, and it'll be 1st and 10 there. 1st and 10 Mustangs at their own 40. 2 wide outs, 2 tight ends. Here's the snap. Quarterback hands it off up the middle. Has some room up to about the 44-yard line. About a 4-yard gain.
And so far, Denver City has, start trying to go to the ground game, trying to loosen up this defense. But for the most part, Littlefield still going with, man-to-man coverage or zero coverage and sitting to everybody up there.
2nd down and about 6. Wildcats defense comes to the line. Denver City out of the shotgun. Here's the snap. Hands it off. And he's going to be wrapped up and brought down for a loss of yardage, and a nice job there by Adrian Garcia and Javen Jimenez of the Littlefield Wildcats. And number 17, that running back for Denver City, is going to come out of the game. Number 22 goes in, Andrew Velasco. So Jose Velasco comes out, Andrew Velasco comes in.
Think they're related, maybe?
One's a junior, one's a sophomore. They don't look alike.
No, 2 different bodies.
I don't know what they look like in the face, but their bodies don't look alike. So here we go. They're going to go with a double slot formation, 4 wide outs. Escalante out of the shotgun, drops straight back. Rolls right, has time, fires down the sideline, has a man. It is incomplete. Knocked out by Jeremiah Trevino. We've called Jeremiah's name about 10 times already, and we're still in the first quarter, but there's a flag on the play. Holding against the Mustangs.
And
I think he'd decline it.
Yeah, I think Littlefield did already, and he's going to bring up 4th down.
Yep. So it'll be 4th down and 8. Wildcats decline the penalty, and here comes the Denver City punt team. So force them to punt for a 3rd time here in the first quarter. Javen Jimenez and Major McNeese drop back to return the punt with 32 seconds left in the first quarter. Littlefield on top, 6-0. Got to watch out for the fake. Punter standing on his own 30-yard line. Here's the snap. Gets it away. Decent punt. Javen calls fair catch. Makes the catch at our own 33-yard line. And the Wildcats will have the ball there, 1st and 10 at our own 33, and that's the best starting field position of the night for the Wildcats offense.
It's going to be crucial to get on the good yardage here on 1st down and kind of keep this drive going so we can get in the rhythm. And once again, if Denver City's cornerbacks secondary plays off that much, we have to eat them up.
Yep.
As soon as they come over, start creeping up over the top once again on that far side. Man-to-man coverage, no safety over the top. You have them wide open.
Chip Green takes the snap. They give to the running back Jones up the middle, up to about the 38-yard line, and that's a nice gain of about 4 or 5 yards for Mason Jones on the carry. That should be the last play of the quarter. Down to 10 seconds. Wildcats are going to try to get to the line. 4 seconds. Here's the snap. Oh, we're going to get it off before the buzzer. Chip Green on the keep, going left side, gets the first down at the 45 to about the 49-yard line. And Wildcats quickly got a play off before the buzzer, and Chip Green will move the chains. And we don't have to go far to switch ends of the field because we're right near midfield. The Wildcats lead at 6-0. Headed into the second quarter. We'll be back right after this.
Football is all about the team. And in farming, you certainly need a team to be successful. Wiley Implement and Spray Centers, your genuine Case IH parts and service dealer, is on your team to keep your equipment at the top of your game. With 14 locations across Texas, Wiley Implement is going to be close by. See us at WileySprayers.com for genuine Case IH parts and service.
I'm Scott Wiley. We'll try hard to earn your business and even harder to keep it. That's it. That's all.
The Lamb County Electric Cooperative was established in 1938 for the purpose of making life better for our community, and today they continue to strive for that purpose. LCEC is committed to providing safe, reliable electric service at the lowest practical cost. The Lamb County Electric Co-op is proud of its well-trained, quality workforce that meets the changing needs of its membership. Proudly serving you and all of the communities in our coverage area. The Lamb County Electric Co-op, a Touchstone Energy cooperative.
Welcome back into Littlefield Wildcats varsity football here at the Littlefield Sports Network, powered by West 11 Sports. So we start the second quarter of play. Littlefield leads this game 6-0. Wildcats on top 6-zip. 1st and 10 to start second quarter. Littlefield has the ball, man wide open. Javen Jimenez the catch at the 30. He's to the 20, the 10, touchdown, Wildcats.
Nope, going to mark him short.
No, at the 1-inch line. Javen Jimenez made the catch, and that's the second time we've had a receiver just wide open. And they're going to say he stepped out at the 9.
Wow. That's
I didn't see that.
Just a little wheel route.
Yep. 1st and goal from the 9. Here's Chip with the snap. Hands it off to Mason. Over the right tackle. Carries it up to about the 8-yard line. It's about a 1-yard gain. Man, I thought Javen was in. So it's going to bring up 2nd down and goal. Wildcats on top here, 6-0.
Yeah, you sure did call it, too.
I thought he was in, man. So here we go, 2nd down and goal. Double slot formation. Chip Green out of the shotgun. Takes the snap, looks to throw. Has a little time, dancing around back there. Nobody's open. And now he finds a man, and it's overthrown. Omar Martinez broke loose on the sideline, and Chip just overthrew it. That would have been an easy 6.
Now I mean, to give credit, that was an ad lib right there.
Yeah, he was on it. He was running for his life.
And then Omar just kind of stopped and waited for the defender to come up and try to sneak out and hit that corner pylon, but wasn't able to come away with nothing.
So here we go, big 3rd down here, 3rd and goal from the 8. And now we've got a stoppage of play, and Coach Thomas is going to use a timeout with 11 minutes and 11 seconds left in the second quarter. Littlefield on top, 6-0, but knocking on the door. We'll be back right after this.
Hey y'all, it's Margot Lopez with Littlefield Chevrolet Buick and GMC. Come by and check out our everyday changing new and pre-owned inventory. I just want to wish the Wildcats a great year. Go Wildcats.
Located on Highway 84 in Littlefield. Littlefield Chevrolet, Buick, GMC. We are professional grade. Visit www.littlefieldchevrolet.com.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats football, West 11 Sports. We're in a timeout break with the Wildcats on top 6-0. And we have the ball 3rd down and goal from the Denver City 8-yard line. I'm Cody West along with Keith Logan. And the Wildcats, after the timeout, now have 2 timeouts remaining in the first half. We're going to go with a double slot formation. Ian Mendez, Omar Martinez are wideouts. Javen Jimenez and Jeremiah Trevino are your slot receivers. Here's the pass on the slant to the goal line, caught. Intercepted.
He had him beat. Chip just kind of underthrew it and allowed the Denver City cornerback to cut it off.
That's the first turnover of the game for either team. And Denver City is going to have it 1st down and 10 inside their own 1-yard line. So the Wildcats, with a great drive, can't come away with any points. We still lead it 6-0, but it's Denver City's football. Let's get a safety. Quarterback out of the shotgun for the Mustangs at their own 1. He's standing in the end zone. They're going to try to draw us off sides and maybe give them 5 yards of breathing room. We don't bite. So here's the handoff up the middle. He gets out to the 5-yard line. Major McNeese makes the tackle. And a flag.
Extracurricular activity.
Yeah, flags coming in everywhere.
I think that's going to give Denver City 15 more yards.
I didn't catch the player for the Wildcats that it was on.
I think the play was blown dead, and I think one of the Littlefield players pushed Denver City's player in the back once the play was over. And the whistle was blown just like that.
You got to act right. That's a 15-yard penalty just for not acting right.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Especially having them pinned deep.
They're going to pull it all the way out to the 21-yard line. So 1st and 10 Mustangs at their own 21. 10:51 left in the first half of play. We're in the second quarter. Littlefield on top 6-0. Denver City has the ball. 1st and 10 at their own 21. Quarterback Escalante out of the shotgun. Here's the snap. They're going to hand it off. Up the middle, has a hole, and tackle made by the Wildcats. Javen Jimenez brings him down at about the 22. So short gain.
Great job once again. It looked like Denver City was about to gain some momentum on that running play, and just like that, Littlefield was able to come up with a sure tackle and drop him for a minimal gain.
2nd down and 9 for the Mustangs. Wildcats getting set on defense. Shotgun, here's the snap. They hand it off, this time coming right side. Littlefield's there to bring him down, and a no gain on the play. And that was number 75, Angel Salazar, making the tackle.
He's doing a little bit of everything. 3 or 4 tackles already, some kickoffs.
Yep.
Just wasn't able to capitalize on the extra point.
So 3rd down now, 3rd and 8 for Denver City. Trips on the left side, single receiver on the right. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops straight back. Standing there, looks like he's going to avoid a sack, and he completes a pass at the 26, but the tackle immediately made by Jeremiah Trevino. And that'll make it 4th down and about 5, a long 4, and here comes the punt team once again. And Littlefield has just forced Denver City to punt time after time on this first half of the ball game.
And a good job right there by the defense. You know, besides that unnecessary roughness, extracurricular activity, Littlefield was able to come away with a stop and should have fairly decent field position.
Javen Jimenez and Major McNeese are back deep to return the kick. They're standing at the Littlefield 38-yard line. High snap on the punt. He gets it away, but it's going to be short. Sam Hill was back there, and he just barely got the kick away. It rolls, hits at the 50, rolls down to the Littlefield 40. Man, this kid knows how to roll them. Short punts, but they roll a long way.
I mean, probably he netted probably 15 and got 15 yards on the roll.
So the Wildcats get the ball back. It'll be at our own 39-yard line. Wildcats on top here, 6-0.
And you know they're going to do it. They're going to attack the corners again.
Yeah. I mean,
it's open.
You got to take what the defense gives you, and that's what they're giving us right now. We've had wide open receivers on the sidelines the whole first half. So here we go. Littlefield comes to the line of scrimmage. I never gave you the offensive starters at the beginning of the game. I'll try to give them to you here as we move the ball down the field. Here's a snap, the handoff, nowhere to go from Mason Jones. That's going to be a loss of about 2 yards on the play for Jones. It'll bring up 2nd down and 12. Littlefield's offense led by quarterback number 12, Chip Green. Your wide receivers are number 3, Omar Martinez, and number 10, Ian Mendez. Your tight end is number 8, Jeremiah Trevino. Slot receiver number 1, Javen Jimenez. Here's the snap. Chip drops back, has time, and he's going to tuck it and go. And he gets up to about the 39-yard line, which was the original line of scrimmage, and that'll make it 3rd and 10. Mason Jones, number 2, the senior, is your running back, and the offensive line looks like this. Evan Hinojos at center. Your 2 guards are Asa Acevedo and Brendan Bowman. Your 2 tackles, Angel Salazar and Marquise Rosemond. So here we go, big 3rd down, 3rd and 10. Green out of the shotgun, takes the snap, drops straight back, 3-man rush, throws in and out of the hands of Ian Mendez. Perfect throw. Nice route by Mendez. He was open, but he just couldn't hang on to it.
Yeah, he has to come away with that. The sophomore has to come away with that catch. Hit him right in the numbers. He was at a minimum, was going to pick up the 1st down to keep this drive going.
That would have been an easy 1st down if he could have held on to it, but it's going to be 4th and 10, and now we'll have to punt it away. If you like defense, this is the game. This is the game for you.
In field position.
Yep. Oh, fake punt. Javen Jimenez takes the punt, throws, and it's caught by Omar at the 45. He tips it to himself, brings it down. He's to the 20, to the 10, and the 6 or 7 yard line, and the fake punt works for the Wildcats. Javen Jimenez to Omar Martinez on the pass. And he was covered. He just kind of high-pointed the ball and then tipped it down to himself.
And Denver City got somebody over there real late. And basically Littlefield caught him sleeping.
So the Wildcats turn a 4th and 10 into a 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. No, 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. I apologize. 1st and goal from the 8-yard line, Littlefield with the ball. Chip Green out of the shotgun. Here's the snap. He's going to run the toss to Jones, left side. He gets to the corner and is tripped up. There was an unblocked linebacker that was just kind of given pursuit.
And there's some laundry on the field. Yeah. It's going to be holding against Littlefield.
Man, we're just killing ourselves with penalties tonight.
And it's hard to get, that momentum going when you all these penalties. And we had a big play. The fake punt kind of seemed like we got the crowd involved. And just like that, we're going to push us back.
Man, that's all the way back to the 18-yard line. So it'll be 1st and goal from the 18. 6:54 left in the second quarter. Littlefield on top 6-0, trying to add another score here before halftime. So the band is coming out of the stands. Chip Green, the quarterback, out of the shotgun. Takes the snap. He's going to keep going right, looking for blockers. Can't find them. Nowhere to go. He's going to lose a yard. Wildcats quick come back to the line of scrimmage.
I'm trying to go tempo right here. I wouldn't be surprised. A little isolation here on the left side.
2nd down. Here's the snap. Green throws, has a man open, complete to Javen at the goal line. Touchdown. A great pass as Javen Jimenez was triple covered, and he just goes up to get it. That was great effort by the Littlefield senior, number 1, Javen Jimenez.
And that last place has got tempo. With tempo like that, and caught Denver City kind of sleeping a little bit. And
that makes it 12-0. The point after kick to come. Salazar puts it up and is blocked again. Oh, it's a fake. Javen rolls out looking for Omar in the corner and throws it out of bounds. And so the 2-point conversion fails on the fake extra point kick, but that touchdown was scored by Javen Jimenez on a perfect throw by Chip Green into traffic. And Javen pulls it down, and Littlefield leads it 12-0. With 6:23 left in the second quarter, we'll be back right after this.
This is Mike Reed, Superintendent of the Littlefield Independent School District. I join our board, administrators, faculty, and staff in proudly supporting each of our students in every activity. Everyone at the school district is very proud of our students, and we wish them continued success on the field and in the classroom. Here at LISD, we are committed to excellence, and our mission is to provide a quality education through shared responsibilities in a safe, supportive environment where all students are prepared to meet the challenges of a global society. Wildcat Magic. Be a part.
Welcome back into Littlefield Wildcats football here at West 11 Sports. Cody West, Keith Logan on the mic, Olivia Seha on the camera.
On the ones and twos.
Cody West and Keith in the mix. DJ CK in the mix. 6:23 left. 6:23 left in the second quarter. Littlefield on top, 12-0. Good kick by Salazar. It's going to be caught at about the 18. Return to the 25. Has an opening. Oh no, he's to the 40. He's to the Littlefield 40 and caught and tackled by Tyrell Norman at the Littlefield 28-yard line. Just found a crease and took it.
But a great job by Norman to hawk him down and stop him from getting into the end zone.
Yeah, Tyrell brings him down and saves the kick return for a touchdown. If he don't make that tackle, it's going to be 6 for the red team. So here we go. Denver City with their best starting field position of the night. Has it at the Littlefield 28, 1st and 10. 2 tight ends, quarterback out of the shotgun. Here's the snap. Hands it off. Number 17 hitting the backfield by Ian Mendez. And finished off there by Daniel Garcia and Sam Hill. 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down and 8. Wildcats lead this game now 12-0. Mustangs with the football, 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers. Shotgun, here's the snap. They fake the handoff on the play action. Quarterback goes down, and technically that's going to be a sack as Tyrell Norman just kind of got a hand on him as he comes passing by. Quarterback tried to step up into the pocket and just went down to a knee. He lost his balance, and so Norman's going to get credited with a sack there.
And we'll take it.
Brings it back to the 29. It'll be 3rd and 11.
The one-arm sack.
3rd down and 11 for the Mustangs here. Clock is down to 5 minutes and 8 seconds before halftime. Halftime, we'll try to take a look at some scores around West Texas.
Depending on the
technology is there. Here's the snap. Quarterback Keep going around the right side, cuts it up at the 27, and he is pushed back by 6 white jerseys. Tyrell Norman and Javen Jimenez leading the way. Number 20, Brady Jones getting up from the bottom of the pile as well. Brady now in the game, playing on the defensive line.
And different cities look like they're going for it on 4th down.
Yep, 4th and 9, and they're going for it at the Littlefield 27-yard line. Homecoming here tonight in Denver City. Wildcats trying to ruin it. Just mess it up. Here we go. Escalante out of the shotgun for Denver City. Here's the snap, drops back, 3 steps, looks to throw. Now he'll run. He gets loose. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down at the 21-yard line. Needed to get to the 18, and a flag comes in at the end of the play. And if that's on us, I'm going to throw my headset.
Let's see. Wait for it.
Officials are talking it over. Dead ball foul, unsportsmanlike conduct against the Mustangs. So we'll take that one. That may be the first penalty against them.
I believe so.
Yeah. We've had 4 of them.
A lot of them have been self-induced.
Yeah. Wildcats, after the penalty, will have good field position and plenty of time to work with 3:58 left before halftime. Littlefield on top, 12-6, 12-0, trying to go up by 3 scores if we can score here before halftime.
And I'm sure, like Littlefield, depending on this first play, how with the yardage we gain, is going to determine how fast we take this ball. we may go to like what we call maybe NASCAR or up-tempo type of offense, depending on how aggressive we want to be.
Number 70, Evan Hinojos comes up to the ball, the center for the Wildcats. 1st and 10, Chip Green out of the shotgun. Looks like we're missing a guy. We don't have enough players.
This is the offensive lineman.
It was Bowman. Brendan Bowman comes on and makes his appearance on this possession. Here we go. Shotgun. Here's the snap. Chip hands it off. Mason Jones cutting it around the outside. Has a little bit of room to the 40. Down to the 45 and about a 9-yard gain, or maybe 10 for Mason Jones.
Picks up the first down.
That'll move the sticks. One play, 10 yards. Here's the snap. Green hands it off. Mason, same play. Going around the right side. He's hit and pushed back at about the 48, 49-yard line. They'll give him forward progress to the 49.
Still able to pick up some good yardage, but he was definitely stonewalled on the outside edge.
Brings up 2nd down and about 7. Clock is down to 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Plenty of time. Coach Thomas, I think, maybe going to try to control the clock a little bit on this possession. Hopefully we can score without giving them much time before halftime. Littlefield will get the ball to start the second half. Double slot formation. Green takes the snap. 5-step drop. Looks to throw. Has a man. Javen Jimenez. It's off his fingertips. He was well covered.
Yeah, if that pass is thrown in the inside, I think that's a catch.
Yep.
It started fading on him and allowed Denver City to break it up. But still a great throw, just a little bit over his head.
And I like the way Littlefield has tried to stretch the field tonight in some vertical passes. You're not going to complete all of them, but
you definitely loosen up that defense a little bit.
Keep them honest. 3rd down and 7. Green out of the shotgun. Long snap count. Now we'll change the play. Everybody looks to the sideline.
10 seconds remaining on the play clock.
We got to go.
Timeout.
Coach Thomas is going to use a timeout here. Stops the clock at 2 minutes and 51 seconds. Littlefield has the ball near midfield. We're in the 3rd quarter. Wildcats on top, 12-zip. We'll be right back.
Over 100 years and still going strong, Wellington State Bank is your hometown community bank. Wellington State Bank offers personal, dedicated service on deposit accounts, farm and equipment loans, and other financial needs. Wellington State Bank proudly serves the Littlefield area and always supports the Wildcats. Visit any of our 10 locations or on the web at wellingtonsb.com. Wellington State Bank of Littlefield, your partners in progress. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Littlefield Wildcats football here at West 11 Sports. Cody West, Keith Logan here in Denver City, where the Wildcats lead this game by a score of 12-0 over the home team, the Denver City Mustangs. We are in the 2nd quarter of play. So Wildcats come onto the field after the timeout. We have 1 timeout remaining before halftime. Double slot formation. Chip Green out of the shotgun. Mason Jones in the backfield. Here's the snap. Chip drops back, looks to throw, steps into the pocket, fires, has a man. Omar Martinez, it's incomplete. It was high. Omar went up for it. Couldn't come down with it.
And Omar tried to hit him with a double move. Just wasn't able to get no separation.
Now we're going to punt. Javen Jimenez drops back to punt it away, so that didn't go the way I wanted it to. I was hoping we could go score before halftime. Still time, though, 2:44 left. But Denver City's going to get the ball back. Javen Jimenez to punt it away. Here's the snap. Kick. Line drive. Lands at the 20. Rolls to the Denver City 12. So they'll have it 1st and 10 to their own 12-yard line down there by Daniel Garcia. Or 11-yard line where they spot it. 2.5 minutes to go in the first half of play. So here we go. 1st and 10, Denver City Mustangs at their own 11-yard line. Littlefield's defense has really stood out tonight, just like we did last week against Muleshoe. Haven't created any turnovers yet, but, man, we're just forcing them to punt after punt after punt.
Yeah.
So 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. Shotgun, trips on the left. Here's the snap. Quarterback goes right. He's going to get to the corner, cuts it up. He's to the 20 and hit. Knocked out of bounds at about the 25-yard line. Javen Jimenez and another flag. And these two teams can't quit talking trash to each other.
Yeah. You know, like you said, it may not be a rivalry game, but I'm sure there's some bad blood.
It's like, just shut up and play.
And now the last 9 meetings with these two teams, Denver City wins, has the lead 6-3, but with Littlefield has won the last 2.
So they called a personal foul on us. They said he led with a helmet, maybe? I mean, if it was for trash talk, it would have been unsportsmanlike conduct, but he gave the personal foul. Denver City's going to use a timeout. In any case, it's going to put the ball up to the 41-yard line. So Littlefield, 2 minutes ago, in real time, like 30 seconds ago on the play clock, the game clock, I was talking about going and scoring and going to halftime with a 3-touchdown lead. Now Denver City has the ball.
And it's crazy because it feels like we have a bigger lead than just 12 points.
Yep, that's right.
You know, we had just dominated this game, the majority of this first half, well, all of it up to this point. And Denver City has an opportunity to possibly come away with some points to end this half. So Littlefield's defense is going to have to tighten up.
Wildcats lead it 12-0. 2 minutes and 23 seconds left here in the first half of play. Wildcats 1-0, Denver City 1-0. It's their homecoming. It's always kind of a little sign of disrespect when you're somebody's homecoming, right?
Oh, yeah, no doubt. Because it's like, you're just going to do that?
Yeah, y'all think you're going to win?
And sometimes it just happens. That's how the schedule falls.
You just have to do it.
Because of other, obligations and things going on. But
1st and 10, here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw, has time. Now flushed out. Tyrell Norman hits him but can't bring him down. There's a block in the back but no flag. Quarterback's going to run. He gets to the line of scrimmage and tackled out of bounds by Javen Jimenez. Yeah. So after all that, no gain on the play. Tyrell almost had him another sack.
Yeah, much ado about nothing.
The quarterback, Escalante, just was able to break that tackle. Would have been a huge loss if Norman was able to get him down.
And the quarterback's tired now.
Yeah.
After, just running for your life, now you got to come back and try to run your offense.
So here we go. It'll be 2nd down and 10. 1:39 left in the first half. Denver City's ball. Here's the snap. Quarterback hands it off, coming to the right side. He's got some blockers. Major McNeese comes up and just kind of throws his body into the shins of the running back to bring him down.
A wise decision right there.
Major gives up some weight.
Yeah, there's no reason to go up top because you're going to lose that battle.
Yep.
And he went low and was able to drop him for a minimal gain.
6-yard gain. It's going to be 3rd down and 4.
There's no shame at that.
Yep.
No shame in that.
Got him on the ground.
Hey, you did your job.
That's what you got to do. So here we go, 3rd down, shotgun, trips on the left side. Under a minute to go before halftime. Escalante, the quarterback, takes the snap, hands it off, and he's going to be brought down at about the 49-yard line, tripped up by Javen Jimenez.
Got undercutted. He's holding his...
Yeah, they threw a flag on Sam Hill, but Sam was tangled up in the cleats of the other player, and I think the ref thought he was hanging on. Yeah, Sam wasn't hanging on to the kid's foot. The kid was trying to get away. He's hopping on one foot. Sam's like, my glove was tangled up in his cleat. They better wave this off. Anybody watching the game could see it.
Yeah,
Sam was trying to get his hand off the kid's shoe. So no penalty. Denver City coach isn't happy about that, but come on, it was right in front of him. I could see it from here. That was just an equipment malfunction. Brings up 4th down and 2. 36 seconds left in the first half. Littlefield up 12-0. They're going to start the clock, and here we go. I think he's going to use a timeout.
Yeah, he's going to bring it all the way down and possibly just
punt
it or go for it. Or, just leave them very few time, leave Littlefield very few time left on the clock.
Denver City coach is going to let that play clock run down. 3, 2, 1, timeout taken. With 11 seconds left in the first half, we'll be back right after this.
Wildcat Laundry in Littlefield is a proud supporter of Littlefield High School athletics and wants to wish the Wildcats good luck in tonight's game. Wildcat Laundry is a clean, full-service laundromat with quality coin-operated washers and dryers for all your needs. Comforters too big for your home washer? Bring them to the Wildcat Laundry. Need to take care of several loads in a short time? Come to Wildcat Laundry, located at 901 Hall Avenue in Littlefield. Wildcat Laundry says go Cats.
Welcome back to Littlefield Wildcats football here at the Littlefield Sports Network and West 11 Sports. I'm Cody West along with Keith Logan, where the Wildcats lead this game by a score of 12-0. 11 seconds left until halftime. And Denver City has the ball at their own 49-yard line. It'll be 4th and 2, and they're going to punt. Wildcats are not going to send anybody back. Don't want to give up a touchdown on a fake punt, so we'll just play defense, and if they kick it and let it roll down, it just rolls down. So that's an advantage you have with a lead. You can just let whatever happens happen. Here's the snap. They're going to punt it away. Nobody back to return it for the Wildcats. And it goes into the end zone for the touchback.
With 3 seconds remaining in the half.
So the Wildcats, I'm sure, will just take a knee and go to the locker room with a 2-touchdown lead. 12-0. We'll have some scores from around West Texas here at halftime, and then we'll recap the first half as well. The Wildcats offense comes out onto the field. Not a big crowd made the trip from Littlefield, so we hope everybody that's listening at home or watching at home is enjoying a good game by the Littlefield Wildcats. So we're going to go out of our, I guess what you would call a victory formation. Chip takes a knee, and that'll do it for the first half of play. Your score, Littlefield 12, Denver City zip. We'll be back with your halftime show coming up right after this.
This is Dr. Rodriguez with Lamb Healthcare Center and LHC Family Medicine. Did you know that our clinic is open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. with extended hours until 8 p.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays with our nurse practitioners? Call 385-6424 for an appointment. We would love to be your medical provider. We offer general medicine, diabetes care, pediatrics, hospice, and much more. We are a full-service clinic with medical staff that truly cares about our community. Visit www.lambhc.org. We want to be the first choice for your medical care.
Brown Flying Service at the Taylor Brown Municipal Airport in Littlefield proudly supports the Littlefield Wildcats and sends them all the best in tonight's game and encourages the community to get behind the maroon and white. Brown Flying Service provides agricultural aerial application services to crop producers across the South Plains. That's crop dusting. They offer a wide array of products and services for your agriculture operation. Brown Flying Service, longtime supporters of the Littlefield Wildcats.
The Heffington family of Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation sends all the best to each member of the Littlefield Wildcats this season. Triple T Irrigation is an authorized TL Irrigation Systems dealer. Hydrostatically powered, TL systems are designed to deliver continuous movement to extend gearbox life. Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation, proud supporters of the Littlefield Wildcats.
Win all day by listening to Wildcats football on the Littlefield Sports Network and banking with First Federal Bank in Littlefield. We proudly support your Littlefield Wildcats. Buying your next farm or implement? Considering an investment property to purchase? Who couldn't see their family in a new UTV taking a county road cruise at sunset? Or maybe a new ride for mama with that new car smell? Don't put it off. We would love to talk to you. Visit us online at firstfedlfd.com or in the Littlefield Shopping Plaza. First Federal Bank Littlefield, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Littlefield Wildcats football here at West 11 Sports on the Littlefield Sports Network. I'm Cody West along with Keith Logan, where the Wildcats lead this game by a score of 12-0 over the home team here at Homecoming in Denver City. The Marching Cats of Littlefield take the field first here to perform for the halftime break, and the Wildcats are enjoying for the second week in a row a lead at halftime.
Yeah, I mean, that's crucial. Kind of got off to a slow start, but we had some great plays and we had some unforced errors that kind of, shot ourselves in the foot and kind of derailed some drives.
And you made the comment, it feels like we should be winning by a lot more than 12 points.
Yeah, by far. I almost feel like we should be up by another, possibly at a minimum one more touchdown to even possibly a 2-touchdown lead. We're talking about a 4-touchdown lead possibly. It just kind of feels that way. Since that, we've just been able to dominate, this first half.
Well, and the thing is, it's been defense.
Yeah.
I mean, like the dominant side of the football for Littlefield for the second week in a row has been defense.
Yeah.
And so we played 6 quarters of football and given up 7 points. Not very many yards.
Yeah, not bad. I mean, it's hard to complain about that.
And the thing is, you look at that 28-7 last week.
Yep.
One of those touchdowns against Muleshoe was a defensive touchdown on a fumble recovery. So, the defense right now is kind of the story of the season for Littlefield. And, and it's not just one or two guys. It's everybody making plays. I mean, we've called Jeremiah Trevino's name a bunch, Tyrell Norman's name a bunch.
Nose tackle.
Adrian Garcia, nose guard, getting in the backfield. Our linebackers, Javen Jimenez, and, of course, Tyrell, making tackles. And then the secondary has just done a good job forcing the Denver City quarterback to make, to either tuck it and run or just try to force a throw when they do throw. But, right now you got to feel good about the way our defense is playing and pitching a shutout in the first half.
Yeah, by far. And, that's the only thing I just want us to kind of – and it's hard to play on the road for one. It's our first road game, and it's a lot of adjustment. You just got to – you don't feel the same. You got to get in a routine and stuff like that. And, we don't have quite the crowd that we had, obviously, for the War on 84, just due to the fact of it's not a big rivalry and also the location. So a lot of times you got to bring the energy within yourself, and it's hard to kind of get motivated on away games.
Yeah, and we're still a youthful team. I mean, we've got kids that are still learning to play varsity football. We've got a bunch of first-year varsity players, and I feel like if our defense can keep playing the way that we're playing, our offense is going to come around at some point this season, and we're going to be a dangerous team when that happens.
Yeah, and we just hope that it clicks right around district time. Obviously you want to kind of win these games, these non-district games, but you want to be firing on all cylinders when district starts.
Absolutely. As the Wildcats holding on to a 12-0 lead here at the halftime break, the Marching Cats are out on the field, and Miss A and her assistant band directors have the Marching Cats looking great, sounding great. If you're watching on video, you can see them and you can hear them playing in the background as well, playing for the Denver City home side here tonight. And the Marching Cats, of course, will be headed off to marching contest again later this fall. And, they're not big in numbers this year, but they sound great.
Yeah, no doubt.
I know those kids work as hard as anybody in Littlefield High School, getting out there early in the mornings and, practicing. They start in the summer, and big commitment by these kids, and they sound really good. They look great as well. So hats off to the Marching Cats. Again, no doubt a great-sounding band. And the Wildcats, we're excited about what's going on here. Littlefield 1-0, and then leading this game 12-0. Next week, we're going to be on the road once again, so back-to-back road games. The Wildcats will be headed to Post a week from tonight. So,
which I mean, it sucks. It's not great to have back-to-back road games, but this is definitely building us towards our district when we will have 2 long back-to-back away games. So it's kind of one of those, you don't
happens
like
twice
it.
This year.
It happens twice, and then by far those district games are going to be a lot further, but it kind of helps you build and kind of get that routine to know that you're going to have to go on the road twice.
Absolutely. And the Wildcats, Coach Thomas said they weren't able to get a good week of practice in this week because of the weather.
Yeah,
so
rain.
Every time we'd get out, we'd try to practice in the rain, and then you can practice in the rain, but the lightning is what sends you in. And he said we had to keep going back in because of lightning and safety of the kids and coaches.
No doubt.
So not a good week of practice for the Wildcats as far as quality time. But he said the kids were focused and dialed in and hyped up about the win over Muleshoe, and they're ready to come out. And I think it showed tonight so far here in the first half, winning 12-0 here at halftime. But, man, I just can't tell you how much I'm impressed with our defense. And it's all predicated on getting into the backfield. We blitz a lot. We send guys. You know, they try to disguise blitz, and they're doing different things to get into the backfield. And, you know, we couldn't really do that in the scrimmage against Trinity Christian. But in the Tulia scrimmage, we were in their backfield all night. And then you come into the Muleshoe game last week, pressure on their quarterback. Denver City here tonight, pressure on their quarterback. And it's like teams are having a hard time trying to figure out where the Wildcats are coming from.
Yeah, no doubt. I like to, refer to it as controlled chaos. That's what it kind of looks like from our vantage point. But naturally, they do have assignments and stuff like that. But it's everybody fly to the ball and, put a lot of pressure on. That's what, if you think about it, for the most part, we're in man-to-man coverage. Maybe every once in a while we go zero coverage where there's no safety help. And we're just able to put so much pressure on the quarterback. The quarterback's not able to, to dissect it and have enough time to, a clean pocket to throw down and burn us.
Yeah, you mentioned the safety. Major McNeese, he's kind of the deep safety. And last week he had 3 interceptions, but tonight he's been playing up, leaving our corners out on an island most of the night. And, but sometimes it's like Denver City's running a play, and then, there's a tackle for loss, and then you look who made it, and it's number 22, and it's like, hey, he's a deep safety, and he's making a tackle in the backfield. So we're sending them from every direction.
Yeah, we're just putting a lot of pressure on them in controlled chaos.
Yeah. I'm really liking the way our defense is playing. Hopefully the offense can get on track here in the second half. We did score twice, 12-0, Littlefield on top. Our first extra point kick was blocked, and then the second extra point kick was a fake, and was a pass that fell incomplete. But that's the reason it's 12-0. Littlefield scored twice but was unable to convert both times. So Marching Cats are finished. They're over across the way playing the fight song for the visiting crowd, the Littlefield Wildcats, faithful that are in the stands. And the Denver City Band is going to come out, and it's homecoming. So guess what that means? A long halftime show.
Yep.
As a broadcaster, that's 2 things I hate. Number 1, a train horn.
Yep.
And number 2, homecoming, because they always give you way too long at halftime.
Oh yeah, by far.
You got to think of stuff to talk about.
And then a lot of times they restart the clock, naturally because the Denver City's band is about to perform. They're going to take roughly 10 to 15 minutes. I mean, you just never know. And then you got to do the whole homecoming ceremony, and that in itself takes some time because I think they have 5 or 6 candidates.
One of the best things I've ever seen in my life was years ago in Sweetwater. Mm-hmm. It was homecoming, and they did it before the game. It was great.
I'm sure
it was like, oh, man, it's homecoming. We're going to have a long halftime. And then you're getting ready for the pregame show, and here come the homecoming queen candidates, and the band is playing. You're like, they're going to do it early.
Yeah.
So,
that would be great. But
it's tradition to do it at halftime.
Just because fans and parents don't always get off at exactly 6 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
And again, that was years ago, and back then games used to kick off like it's 8, like 7:30 or 8 back in the day. So now that everybody's kicking off at 7. But if it was up to me, a lot of things would be different.
Well, yeah. And guess what? It's not up to you.
I tell Olivia everywhere we go, I'm like, they need to let me run this business. They need to let me run this store.
Well, they need to get you on construction as far as bathrooms and press box accommodations and all these other things.
I asked you before the game, of course, I saw they broke ground on the new softball field.
Yep.
It's going to be next to the baseball field there out by the field house. So you'll have baseball, football, and softball all right there on a,
complex kind of
stadium drive, or Richard Thompson Drive is I think what it's called now. But we'll have the softball field out there. I saw they broke ground, and I asked you, I said, hey, did they consult you about the press box?
And I said a little bit, but not a whole lot. There's no bathroom in the press box. That's the only thing that really matters. But it's going to be a great facility, and I'm really excited to see when the job is done.
Absolutely. So if you're out and about in the Littlefield area, you can drive on by. It was pretty muddy, but they got out there anyway with the earth movers.
I got to give a lot of credit to the people that are moving the field are the same people that initially did the construction for the original when we put in turf and remodel some things. But they're getting after it. I think they pretty much have a time and a contract, and they're trying to get done prior to the holidays and stuff like that. So they're basically out of town, and they're just working nonstop. There's been a couple of times when the lights been on at the softball field, and they're out there working. So they're trying to knock it out and get done quickly.
Yeah, for those of you, if you're listening and you don't know, the girls' softball field, which was between the tennis courts and the gym on Waylon Jennings, is being moved to out there by the football and baseball fields, and then the new Littlefield High School is going to go where the old softball field was, which was actually, for the old-timers, was the old baseball field.
Yeah, and then
it's like the original baseball field.
Yeah, so, but with that being said, none of that moving of that field will directly affect the bond as far as the new high school. So
I got you.
Those funds are two separate entities, and that's not going to take away from the high school when it's built.
And the good thing is, because I was like, man, they just put that new artificial turf down, and now they're going to move the softball field, but they're able to reuse it.
Yeah, that's where basically it's just a carpet. You basically suck all the pebbles out in the sand and stuff like that, and you roll it up, and they're going to roll it back. They're going to pick it up, move it over there, and then roll it back out.
Yeah, it's going to be nice. It's going to be good, and you'll have the baseball field and the softball field right there next to each other, and I guess that'll be ready to go for this coming softball season. You'll be out there.
Yeah, it's supposed to be done roughly mid to late December. It's supposed to be officially
done. For y'all to practice out there?
Before officially when the first day of after-school practice starts. So we got to get creative up until then, but very excited to kind of see how that new location, and it's going to be great for the fans because now you can go back and forth, and you know usually baseball and softball games are free, so if you happen to see the softball game starts, the varsity usually plays earlier, and then you can walk over to watch the baseball game. So I imagine the crowds should be a lot bigger than they have been in previous years.
Yeah, it's going to be nice. It's going to be really nice. That new softball field will be kind of right there behind the Lamb County Jail. So,
maybe they get to watch every once in a while. I don't know.
Is the outfield going to face the jail?
Yeah.
So that you could hit a dinger over to the jail?
Yeah, you could hit the
hit the roof.
Hit the roof. So, hopefully we have a whole lot of those hit that building. From the Lady Wildcats hitting some home runs deep.
One day I was out at the football stadium and I was flying my drone out there, and my app gave me a notification.
Too close
to the jail. You better land the drone.
You're gonna find yourself in the jail.
Yeah. Well, the Wildcats lead this game 12-0. It's halftime. The Marching Cats have already performed. Denver City's band is playing now, and they'll be crowning their homecoming queen. So we're going to take up right after this. You're listening to Littlefield Wildcats football here at the Littlefield Sports Network.
This is Shauna Wagley Hastings with Hillcrest Funeral Home in Littlefield. Sam Billingsley and I have been proudly serving Littlefield and the surrounding communities for over 14 years. We offer pre-need, cremation, traditional, and contemporary funeral service arrangements. We can help you custom design a creative service that honors the life of your loved one in a way that uniquely memorializes their life. In addition, we can transfer any pre-arranged services you already have with another funeral home. Hillcrest is hometown, people you know and trust. Sam and I are always here to help in your time of need. Hillcrest Funeral Home, cherish the memories, honor the legacy.
The Lamb County Electric Cooperative was established in 1938 for the purpose of making life better for our community, and today they continue to strive for that purpose. LCEC is committed to providing safe, reliable electric service at the lowest practical cost. The Lamb County Electric Co-op is proud of its well-trained, quality workforce that meets the changing needs of its membership. Proudly serving you and all of the communities in our coverage area. The Lamb County Electric Co-op, a Touchstone Energy cooperative.
Hey, this is Quentin, and for 2 years now I've been serving the people of Littlefield and surrounding areas. And with new inventory arriving daily, come out and see me to get into your new or pre-owned vehicle today at Littlefield Chevrolet Buick GMC. Go Wildcats.
Located on Highway 84 in Littlefield. Littlefield Chevrolet Buick GMC. We are professional grade. Visit www.littlefieldchevrolet.com.
This is Mike Reed, Superintendent of the Littlefield Independent School District. I join our board, administrators, faculty, and staff in proudly supporting each of our students in every activity. Everyone at the school district is very proud of our students, and we wish them continued success on the field and in the classroom. Here at LISD, we are committed to excellence, and our mission is to provide a quality education through shared responsibilities in a safe, supportive environment where all students are prepared to meet the challenges of a global society. Wildcat Magic. Be a part.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats varsity football here at West 11 Sports and the Littlefield Sports Network. I'm Cody West along with Keith Logan here at halftime in Denver City, where the Wildcats lead this game by a score of 12-0. Let's take a look at some scores from around the area. A few games were played last night, and then, of course, a lot of six-man games are being moved to Thursday nights just because there's not enough officials.
Yeah, it's tough out there. So definitely, if you want to possibly make some extra cash, I'll definitely look into it.
Yep. It's if you can handle, being verbally abused every Friday night. Where the trouble is, I think, is a lot of junior high games because, like in Littlefield, they use like local officials, but in Lubbock, most of the junior highs and sub-varsities use chapter officials. So they're really thin on Thursday nights and Friday nights, but, you could call as many games as you could handle.
I'm sure you could.
If you wanted to be an official.
Yeah, especially with Lowry Field, every Thursday they have to kind of rotate their games, so with all those different high schools in Lubbock.
And maybe you're a six-man guy and you just like six-man. You could probably just ref six-man games.
And there are many opportunities.
You got to be in shape for six-man games.
Oh, yeah. You definitely going to be a track meet.
Taking a look at some scores last night, Abilene Wiley beat Lubbock Monterey. The Plainsmen dropped to 0-2. They lose that game 30-0. They lost last week to Odessa High, and Odessa last night moves to 2-0, beating El Paso Americas 49-27. The Ropes Eagles fell to Eunice, New Mexico last night. That score was 33-12. And now some games that are going on now. At halftime, big rivalry game going on in Lubbock, Friendship versus Cooper. Right now, Cooper leads that game 17-14 in a close one at halftime.
Wow, that's really close.
Yeah, Pirates on top. Andrews Mustangs are leading the Monahans Lobos 44-22 at the half. The Levelland Lobos are trailing Snyder at halftime 14-7. Snyder Tigers on top. Dumas Demons are all over Lubbock Estacado 27-0. 27 zip in the second quarter. Dumas on top of Estacado. Smyer and Rawls, they're tied up. The Rabbits versus the Bobcats. Jackrabbits versus the Bobcats 12-12. And here's a blowout. Plains Cowboys beating Hale Center 69-0 in the second quarter. Is that right? 69 points in the first half? Come on.
Is that that's
Plains and it's 11 man.
Whoa,
I don't know.
That's rough.
Check that out. Idalou over New Deal 14-7. Close game in the third quarter. 14-7. New Deal trails Idalou. Sudan leading Tahoka at the halftime break, 18-0. Hornets on top. Brownfield Cubs over Tulia at halftime, 14-7. Seagraves leading Bovina at halftime, 14-12 in a close game. We've got Morton over Crosbyton, the Indians and the Chiefs. 6-0, Indians on top from Morton. Vega leading Farwell 6-0 in the second quarter. Muleshoe over Lamesa, 15-8 at halftime. A lot of low-scoring games tonight. Maybe everybody's having the same problem we are, just getting that offense.
Getting them over, kind of get the engine running, and then also soreness too. It's a little tough.
Yeah. Seminole Indians lead the Shallow Water Mustangs just 20 miles from here down in Seminole, 17-13. Seminole over Shallow Water. It's a bit of a surprise to me.
Yeah, I think Seminole is big Shallow Water. I got to look at back, but I think it's one of them. I got to look back. I got to see who was the favorite for that.
Well, I just happen to have the ratings right here.
Hey, there you go.
You take a look, and I'll look at
Johnny
some more
on the
scores.
spot.
Abernathy all over Slayton, 41-0. Antelopes in the first half, leading the Slayton Tigers, 41-zip. Big Spring Steers are leading the Lubbock Westerners, 6-0 down in Big Spring. Dalhart versus Sundown was canceled tonight. They're not going to play that game, Dalhart versus Sundown. Dalhart had a JV kid seriously injured last night in the football game, so they canceled the varsity game between Dalhart and Sundown. Let's see here. Anton Bulldogs trail the White Deer Bucks in 6-man action, 8-0. White Deer over Anton in the first quarter. In 6A, Odessa Permian over Hewitt Midway, 7-0. Down in the Permian Basin, the Wink Wildcats lead the Ozona Lions 28-6. 6-man action, Petersburg over Wellman Union 43-14 in the second quarter. Lasbury lost to Loop 72-44. Whiteface over Grand Falls Royalty 38-0 in 6-man action. And the Sands Mustangs trail Robert Lee 14-8 in 6-man action. So a lot of good games, a lot of close games and low-scoring games, but the Littlefield Wildcats here lead this one 12-0, trying to spoil the Denver City homecoming. So Littlefield Wildcats are well on their way to another dominating defensive performance. Just like last week against Muleshoe, Littlefield's defense is just playing lights out here tonight. Did you ever find the point spread on Seminole Shallowater?
Shallowater 6 points, supposed to win by 6 points.
6-point favorite, according to Harris. Seminole came to play. That game is in Seminole. So the Wildcats here lead at 12-0. 6 minutes left in the halftime break. The girls are being introduced on the field. The homecoming queen nominees, and they've got
I'm confused because initially they had some young ladies walk out, and it was part of the sophomore class representative. So Denver City must do things a little different.
Yeah, they probably have like freshman representatives, sophomore, juniors, and then senior homecoming nominees, like a homecoming court, so to speak.
It's truly a court because literally, from what I've heard, it's just sophomore on the way, all the way up to seniors. So. A little bit different, but
well, if you're interested in who wins the homecoming queen of Denver City High School in 2022, we're not gonna have that for you. We're gonna take a commercial break. Hear a word from some of our sponsors, and we'll be back right after this.
Over 100 years and still going strong, Wellington State Bank is your hometown community bank. Wellington State Bank offers personal, dedicated service on deposit accounts, farm and equipment loans, and other financial needs. Wellington State Bank proudly serves the Littlefield area and always supports the Wildcats. Visit any of our 10 locations or on the web at wellingtonsb.com. Wellington State Bank of Littlefield, your partners in progress. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Wildcat Laundry in Littlefield is a proud supporter of Littlefield High School athletics and wants to wish the Wildcats good luck in tonight's game. Wildcat Laundry is a clean, full-service laundromat with quality coin-operated washers and dryers for all your needs. Comforters too big for your home washer? Bring them to the Wildcat Laundry. Need to take care of several loads in a short time? Come to Wildcat Laundry, located at 901 Hall Avenue in Littlefield. Wildcat Laundry says go Cats.
AAA Truck and Auto Parts, your local CarQuest dealer isn't all about some big corporation. It's locally owned by your neighbors who really care about you. John and Charlotte McBride and their staff are here to make sure you get the right part at the right price. In addition to quality CarQuest parts, AAA also provides expert vehicle repair, offering oil changes for less money than the out-of-town counterparts, and state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment. There's no reason to go anywhere else for auto parts or auto repair. AAA Truck and Auto Parts, located north of Littlefield on Highway 385. CarQuest, great people, great products, great prices.
This is Dr. Cindy George with Land Healthcare Center and LHC Family Medicine. We are a physician-led team of healthcare professionals practicing here in Littlefield with one purpose: keeping you and your family healthy, from pediatrics to geriatrics and every moment in between. We are here for you. To learn more about all the services that your hometown hospital can provide, visit www.lamhc.org. We want to be your first choice for medical care.
Brown Flying Service at the Taylor Brown Municipal Airport in Littlefield proudly supports the Littlefield Wildcats and sends them all the best in tonight's game, and encourages the community to get behind the maroon and white. Brown Flying Service provides agricultural aerial application services to crop producers across the South Plains. That's crop dusting. They offer a wide array of products and services for your agriculture operation. Brown Flying Service, longtime supporters of the Littlefield Wildcats.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats varsity football here at West 11 Sports. I'm Cody West along with Keith Logan, where the Wildcats lead this game by a score of 12-0 here at the halftime break. Both teams are out of the locker room and loosening up, getting ready for the second half of play. And I'm ready for the second half for sure. I think the Wildcats are going to come out and hopefully get the ball and go score on the opening possession. Littlefield will get the kick. We won the toss and deferred to the second half before the game, so Wildcats will get the ball to start. Got to send some shout-outs. I got to send a shout-out to Ryan and Caleb West. They're back home. Ryan, for the first time since second grade, is not playing football. So it's, he's in withdrawals, but,
it is what it is.
Yep, Caleb's in fourth grade, and he's getting ready. So they told me they were going to watch tonight on YouTube Live. I want to send a shout-out to David McGee. He talked to him today and he told me he'd be listening. I said, I'll send you a shout-out. Our buddy Albert Miraval, listening on the back porch, promised us some jackets.
Man, must be nice.
He's like, hey, when the weather starts cooling off, I'm going to get you all some Home Depot jackets.
Whoa.
So, I'm looking forward to that.
Well, it's getting cold. So
more often than not, we've got a crappy place to sit. So,
well, especially when I only can imagine when we go to Kahoma and Stanton.
I don't know.
There's no.
I don't know where we're going to be down there. They're new teams to our district, so that'll be interesting. But looking forward to that. I don't know who else I have. I know we have quite a few listeners and viewers on YouTube Live, and of course you can hear the game at littlefieldsports.com. But judging by the crowd across the way, we've got a good listening audience tonight.
And we kind of knew that was going to happen just because, the travel distance and, it's difficult to get sometimes to go those hour-and-a-half games away, locations away. So we appreciate it, but we got something down the pipeline. Hopefully we're going to work on some better probably video. And we did a little test run. It looked great, and it just didn't come to fruition.
Yeah, I'm experimenting with some new software. It's going to give us better quality video for those of you watching on YouTube Live. Hopefully by next week we'll have that problem sorted out. It should be a nice, clear picture. I'm working on an overlay for the scoreboard, so you won't have to wait for us to mention it or comment on the feed. What's the score? You can just look at the screen, and we should have the score on the screen as well. But tonight did a little bit of a trial run. I didn't feel comfortable going through the game with it, so we're back to the equipment that we used last week. And, considering 2.5 years ago, you weren't even allowed to stream football according to UIL rules. Now, after COVID, things have changed. And, it's a far cry from where we were, but not where we want to be as far as video quality.
No doubt. But we're getting there.
Absolutely.
Baby steps.
Yes, sir. So, give us a volleyball update while we have a little extra time. Normally we do it in the postgame show, but we've got a little time to kill here. Let's talk about volleyball.
Well, the last time we met or talked, we were going to the Tulia tournament that next following Saturday, and we were able to go ahead and win the Tulia tournament. We had basically a duel against Forest Sands and Ropes on Tuesday. The first match, we went up 2-0, 2 sets in the fifth set against Ropes, and we're off this weekend as far as varsity is, but the JVs and the junior high are playing in the Freona tournament, and that will kick back up tomorrow in the morning. We got the JV 1. They're currently at the number 1 seed in the JV sub-varsity bracket, and then the JV 2 is kind of in the mix, and they're going to play. They may end up playing each other. We just don't know how that's going to go because both the JV brackets, they have a possibility of meeting up. Junior high is they're both going to the bracket play on tomorrow. Obviously, the 7th graders are just only played one game on Monday. It was a little bit of a struggle, but they're going to get right. And so we're very excited about that.
Well, and the thing is, for me, it's like not only is the varsity team doing well, but it looks like JV1 and JV2 are both playing some good volleyball.
Yeah, no doubt. So it's a testament of the girls, and, they're just trying to figure out, navigate this season and pretty soon we're going to be in district.
You don't ever yell at them, do you?
No, I don't ever yell. What do you mean?
You can't be yelling at those girls.
I don't ever yell.
Don't be yelling at those girls, man.
But I hope that there's no lightning out here. But
Littlefield Wildcats are coming out onto the field after the halftime break. The homecoming queen has been crowned here in Denver City, and we're set and ready for the second half of play. Let's take a quick break, and we'll be back with your second half kick right after this.
Determination, got it from my dad.
Got resilience from my mom.
I'd say cotton growing is in our genes.
There's an art to growing Texas cotton, and FiberMax Cottonseed brings the science with advanced genetics for premium fiber quality and high yield potential.
Most profitable crop I've had.
Made my folks proud.
Your art, our science. FiberMax. Learn how FiberMax varieties averaged $159 an acre more than the competition at fibermax.com. Grow smart with BASF. Always read and follow label directions.
Eric Turpin at Clift Land Brokers here in Littlefield has many people looking for agriculture land to buy. If you have an interest in selling your farm, ranch, or commercial facility, give Eric a call and give him the opportunity to work with you. Clift Land Brokers is the largest ag brokerage company in the Panhandle. They serve an area from Seminole, Texas to central Kansas and can help you find an investment that works for you. Call Eric at 679-6206. That's 679-6206.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats football here at West 11 Sports. I'm Cody West along with Keith Logan, where the Wildcats are getting ready to receive the kick here to start the second half of play. This is the first kickoff that the Wildcats have received. Return men are standing at about the 5-yard line. Denver City will kick it off from the south 40. That'll be right to left as we sit here on the home side at Mustang Stadium. So here we go. Let's get the ball and go score. 12-0, Littlefield on top here, starting the second half of play. Here's the kick. High end over end. It's going to come down at about the 15-yard line to Ian Mendez. Mendez is going to return it across the 30 to about the 33-yard line, and a nice return and good field position for the Wildcats.
Great job right there. Now we just have to, pick up this first down to keep this drive going and march it down and score and go up by 3 scores.
Yeah, if we can. Man, that's going to be great. So here we go. Littlefield's offense comes out onto the field. 1st and 10 at our own 33-yard line. Chip Green, the quarterback, out of the shotgun. Double slot formation. That's two receivers on each side. Here's the snap. Play action. Throws over the middle. Complete to Javen Jimenez at the 40. He's going to get to the 50 and down at the Denver City 49-yard line. And that's a pass and catch of about 15 or more yards from Green to Jimenez.
The slot wide receiver.
1st and 10. 2 receivers on the left, 1 on the right. Tight end on the right. Here's the snap. Green hands it off. Mason Jones over the right tackle. Nowhere to go. It's going to be 2nd down and 10 after no gain.
And Littlefield has been sticking with the running game.
Yeah.
Just haven't really, popped the big one, but at any point you kind of feel like there's 1 or 2, broken tackles to get into the end zone.
Yes, sir. I feel like Denver City's like, if Littlefield's going to beat us, they're going to have to pass it. They're pretty much doing everything they can to stop the run. A flag, play stopped. It'll be illegal procedure against us. So the most penalized team in the first half gets the first penalty of the second half.
With only 59 seconds.
Yeah. We played so clean last week, but we've had a ton of penalties tonight. That'll give you something to work on and practice next week. So the ball's back in our territory at the 47-yard line. Shotgun, double slot, Green and Jones in the backfield. Here's the snap. Chip fakes the handoff. Now he's going to run. Flag on the play. It's coming back.
Ooh,
he's going to
paid for that.
He gained about 4 or 5 yards and just hammered on the sideline. but there was a hold in the backfield. I think that was Marquise Roseman.
Yeah, you could tell it was on Marquise. He's definitely trying to explain to the coaching staff what exactly happened. And
well,
Chip paid for that one. He's come back a little hobbled.
Yeah, we don't need that kid to take those kind of shots.
You got to protect himself.
Wildcats, I was hoping would come out of the locker room at halftime and, look sharp, but we've already got 2 penalties.
Back to back.
That's going to put us all the way back to our own 37-yard line. So it'll be 2nd down and about 25. 2nd and 25 from our own 37. We've got a long way to go.
We just need to get positive yardage here. If you're able to get it back to the line of scrimmage, great, but just pick up some positive yardage, and we've been able to hurt Denver City with the passing game.
Here's Green, takes the snap, looks to throw. Hit as he throws. It's complete to Omar at midfield. He breaks the tackle. Martinez cuts it up to the 45, and that's more than positive. That's almost all of it back, and then some. It's going to be 3rd down and about 8 or 7.
And that's going to make 3rd down and manageable.
There was a challenge flag on the field.
I think it was a
Denver City player dropped a red towel. I'm like, are they challenging the play? They don't have challenges in high school. So 3rd down now and about 7. Long 6. That was a nice little play. So here we go. Green out of the shotgun, takes the snap, drops back, throws down the sideline, has a man open, and it's in and out of the hands of Javen Jimenez, and I think he just felt the defender bearing down on him, and he kind of gave up on the pass there as he knew he was going to take a lick.
Yeah, he kind of couldn't blame him, put a little too much air on it. That he knew that the safety had time to kind of break that up and wasn't able to get that cleanly.
So now it's 4th down. Looks like we're going to punt. So we get the opening kick to start the second half and end up having to kick it away because of penalties.
Yep, 2 back-to-back penalties kind of stifled that drive.
So Javen, who was the intended receiver on the last play, will now punt the football. Return man standing at about the 10. Here's the snap. Punt, line drive, and off the side of his foot goes out of bounds. No return, and we'll see where they spot it. He's going to stop at about the 20-yard line. That's always just a guess.
Yeah.
Those officials just have to guess.
Well, and then exactly on the 20?
Right.
That's a good visual.
Yeah, like you're telling me it went out right on the 20? Come on. Good guess, I guess. 9:03 left in the 3rd quarter of play. Littlefield on top here, 12-0. Denver City has the ball. 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Let's go defense. Here's the snap. Quarterback keep going right. He's going to get to the corner. Pushed out of bounds by M.J. Randall. He'll be close to the 1st down. Escalante on the carry, the Denver City quarterback.
At that time, Denver City had 2 lead blockers that opened up that hole for the Denver City quarterback.
They're going to give him the 1st down. It's going to be 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
And right now, Littlefield's defense has to bring the energy.
Shotgun, 2 tight end set. Here's the snap. They hand it off up the middle. Wildcats are there to bring him down near the line of scrimmage. First player there for the Wildcats was Tyrell Norman coming off the edge.
And he's already paying dividends. Last year he was injured, wasn't able to play, and he's become a big contributor on the defensive side.
2nd down and about 10 for the Mustangs at their own 30-yard line. Littlefield getting set on defense. Here's the snap. Fake the handoff. They're going to roll out. Escalante trying to throw. Hit. As he throws, it's complete underneath, and it's going to be about a 9-yard gain close to the 1st down.
And that's one of those RPOs.
Yeah, run pass option. Looked like that was that Daniel Garcia who came in to lay the hit, but it's going to be 3rd and about a yard for the Mustangs. Ball is at their own 39-yard line. Quarterback out of the shotgun, trips on the left side in a bunch. Here's the snap. Quarterback, he's going to run. He's got the first down and then some. He breaks tackles to near midfield, knocked out of bounds at about the 49-yard line. So Denver City's on the move here. We came out after halftime and just kind of looked a little more flat than we did in the first half.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, you kind of felt like if you come out with a good offensive series, it kind of, brings some energy to the sideline and to the defense. And the defense has kind of been walking a little bit. And
12-0, Littlefield on top here. 7:33 left in the third quarter of play. Third quarter. Denver City out of the shotgun, trips left. Here's the snap. He hands it off. Wildcats are there. Tyrell Norman, and a flag comes in.
Look in the area of holding or hands to the face. I think it may be going on Littlefield.
Yeah, personal foul, face mask against the Wildcats. And one thing I've noticed about Tyrell, when he makes a tackle, he goes up high.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys that kind of goes up around the shoulder pads, and sometimes you'll accidentally get a helmet. But that's going to hurt us again. 3 penalties already.
And just like that, Denver City's in Littlefield territory.
We got to clean up the penalties. 7:15.
We're getting close to possibly 100 yards in penalties.
Yeah, I think so. 7 minutes and 9 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's the snap. Quarterback keep up the middle. He breaks through, gains about 5 yards on the carry.
And right now, Denver City's they're breaking those initial tackles.
Yep.
And they're getting a lot of yards out of contact. And, earlier in the game, we were wrapping up and taking them down, and now they're just kind of reading it. And they're getting that second burst and picking up positive yardage.
Sometimes a long halftime when you're the other team's homecoming, or even when you're your own homecoming.
In general.
That long halftime, sometimes it's hard to get back in your
groove.
Yeah, after halftime. And it seems like that for Littlefield right now. 2nd down and 5. Mustangs have the ball in Littlefield territory. Here's the snap. Quarterback fakes the handoff. Now he's rolling left, looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Almost intercepted by M.J. Randall. There was nobody around the ball. And it'll be 3rd down and 5. Good defense there by the Wildcats in the secondary. So 3rd and 5 for Denver City. Even the home crowd here for the Mustangs is kind of quiet tonight. It's
yeah,
kind of a
somber mode.
Yeah, it's not a ruckus atmosphere. It's kind of.
Now, their stands isn't necessarily conducive to a packed house.
Yeah, it's big stadium. So here we go. Big 3rd down for the Wildcats defense. Denver City out of the shotgun, trips left. Here's the snap. Quarterback keeps going left, has blocks. Green pasture ahead of him. He's to the 15, the 10. He'll get to the end zone, and that's the first Denver City touchdown of the night, and we better wake up. We felt like we dominated the first half of play, but only a 12-point lead, and now Denver City's going to go for 2 to try to make it a 4-point game.
That's definitely changed the complexity of this game.
Yeah. They've come out and just kind of taken the momentum from us after the halftime break.
And Denver City was able to get to that second level, and penalties is the reason why they were able to get into the end zone.
That's right. We had 3 penalties so far here in the third quarter.
And 2 back-to-back on the defensive side.
I thought they were going to go for 2, but they kicked the extra point. I saw their head coach hold up the number 2, but I guess they changed their mind.
And that's what happens if you make it, then it's great, and if nothing else, you're chasing those points, and that's kind of what Littlefield did. They weren't able to make that first, that PAT, and just kind of it's a chain reaction, a domino effect.
Wildcats lead the game 12-7, 6:03 left in the third. We'll be right back.
Score a touchdown and open a checking account at First Federal Bank, Lamb County's hometown bank. No monthly maintenance fee, free bank statements, free checking account servicing, free online banking and bill pay, free mobile deposit, and free smiles when you bank with First Federal Bank in Littlefield. Remember to choose the Wildcat debit card, and by doing so, First Federal Bank will contribute a donation to LISD. We proudly support your Littlefield Wildcats.
First Federal Bank Littlefield, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats football here at West 11 Sports and the Littlefield Sports Network. Want to say thanks to our good sponsors from First Federal Bank. You just heard their commercial. Desi probably listening tonight. Send a shout out to Desi Vargas.
Longtime supporter.
Oh, Ray Vargas is up here with us tonight.
They just let anybody up here nowadays.
Yeah, he's already had a Frito pie, some nachos, and now I think he's tearing up the bag of sunflower seeds. Enjoying the night.
Enjoying the fruits of his labor.
6:03 left in the third quarter. Littlefield on top, 12-7. Here's the kick. It's going to be returned across the 20 to the 30. Still pushing the pile to about the 34-yard line, and that was a good, hard run on the return by number 5, Tyrell Norman. He's a strong kid.
Yep. Now right here, Littlefield has to get something going right here on this drive.
Yep. If something bad happens, like a turnover or even a 3-and-out, and some crazy penalties or an unnecessary penalty, then we're going to be in trouble.
We're going to be in the dogfight.
12-7, Littlefield on top here. Wildcats with the football. Here comes Chip Green, the quarterback, out of the shotgun. Double slot formation. Here's the snap. Drops back, looks to throw, has time, goes deep down the field, man wide open. Javen Jimenez makes the catch. Javen to the 30. He's to the 20 and loses his footing there at the 20-yard line, and Javen just tripped on his own foot. The turf monster got him, but what a play to come out to start this drive.
Looks like cramps.
Yeah, Javen's going to be a little bit slow to get up.
And it looked like it just caught him.
Yeah.
And that's scary.
I said the turf monster. I think it's a cramp monster.
I hope
Hopefully.
Hopefully
it's not an injury.
Because all of a sudden it looked like he was just kind of man.
Yeah.
Those are scary.
Bailey De La Cruz goes out to check on him, the Littlefield trainer, and also the Denver City trainer as well. 5 minutes and 33 seconds left, and that was a great pass and catch. And either Javen or Omar, and he's going to get up, he's fine. Javen or Omar has been open on almost every play. Javen plays in the slot, but he's been open, or Omar Martinez in the wide receiver position has been open.
Mismatch.
Yeah. So Javen's going to come off the field. I'll see if I can give you the player that's coming in for him.
It's going to be Morris Randall, MJ.
Junior?
Yep.
Yep, MJ Randall will be in the slot left side. We've got Josiah Garcia wide left. 2 running backs. Here's the snap. Chip takes it. Toss. Sam Hill going left side. He's to the 10 and tackled there. And Sam Hill giving Mason Jones a breather with a nice little carry out of that running back position.
A little thunder and lightning.
Yep, now Mason's going to come back in. No, that's Jeremiah Trevino that checks in. Mason's in the game as well. So Sam was in for Jeremiah.
Yep.
Wildcats have the ball, first down and goal to go from the 10-yard line, leading 12-7. Man, we needed some offense, and we got it. We have to make them pay with a score on this drive. Tight end on the right, 2 receivers on the left. Here's the snap. They give to Mason. Mason cuts it to the right. Now inside is to about the 8.
Just wasn't able to break it. Try to pop to the outside, and Denver City's able to get good flow and scrape down and drop it for a minimal gain.
4:20 left here in the third quarter. Littlefield leads here 12-7. Wildcats got the kick to start the second half of play and then ended up having to punt it away after some costly penalties. Denver City then scored, and now this is the ensuing drive by the Wildcats. Taking a while to get the play in from the sideline. Play clock is down to 10 seconds. Here we go. Green out of the shotgun, 3 seconds. Here's the snap, flag.
Offsides?
I don't know. He throws to the end zone, anybody's ball, and it's tipped and out of bounds. So normally if it's on the offense, it's going to be offsides on them. Because normally if it's on the offense, an illegal procedure, they'll stop the play.
It was a free play.
Yep. So offsides against Denver City. That'll help us. It'll help us out a little. Labor Day weekend, what's going on?
Volleyball.
Volleyball, more volleyball. I'm going to try to rest. I've been going hard. I've been going hard in the paint the last.
Get out of here.
Going hard in the paint the last few weeks.
All right, OG. Hard in the paint. Going hard in the paint.
Double slot formation. Chip Green, the quarterback, out of the shotgun. Now a man in motion. That's Omar Martinez. Here's the snap. Chip rolling left. Has pressure. Tucks it and runs. I think he thought he was going to get sacked, and they just over-pursued him, and he carries it down to about the 2.
Yeah, he kind of just ducked his head.
He was like, oh, I'm going to get sacked. Wait a minute. Oh, let's go.
Got some daylight.
They didn't get me. So now it's going to be 3rd down and goal from about the 2-yard line. Wildcats would love to score here.
They answered that score by Denver City.
Yeah. Here's the snap. Green on the keeper. Going right. Has pasture. Gets to the goal line. Touchdown. And Chip Green, a 2-yard touchdown run on the quarterback keeper. And Chippy gets into the end zone.
And a great job right there by Littlefield's offense. You know, they answered Denver City's touchdown. You know, they kind of came out a little sluggish, and great way to answer.
That makes it 18-7. Wildcats are going for 2. Cats will come to the line of scrimmage on the 2-point conversion try. Here's the snap. Fake the handoff. Looking to throw over the middle. Complete. Jeremiah Trevino catches the 2-point conversion. And with 3:05 left in the 3rd quarter of play, your score is Littlefield 20, Denver City 7. We'll be back right after this.
The Heffington family of Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation sends all the best to each member of the Littlefield Wildcats this season. Triple T Irrigation is an authorized TL Irrigation Systems dealer. Hydrostatically powered, TL systems are designed to deliver continuous movement to extend gearbox life. Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation, proud supporters of the Littlefield Wildcats.
This is Shauna Wagley Hastings with Hillcrest Funeral Home in Littlefield. Sam Billingsley and I have been proudly serving Littlefield and the surrounding communities for over 14 years. We offer pre-need, cremation, traditional, and contemporary funeral service arrangements. We can help you custom design a creative service that honors the life of your loved one in a way that uniquely memorializes their life. In addition, we can transfer any pre-arranged services you already have with another funeral home. Hillcrest is hometown, people you know and trust. Sam and I are always here to help in your time of need. Hillcrest Funeral Home, cherish the memories, honor the legacy.
Welcome back to Littlefield Wildcats football here at West 11 Sports. After the Littlefield touchdown, here's the kickoff, taken at about the 18-yard line by Denver City on the return to the 31. And tackled there, and guess who? The kicker, Angel Salazar.
He's everywhere.
He's pretty much tackled the return man on every kickoff.
Well, which makes sense because literally he knows where the ball is going.
That's true.
I mean,
everybody else is looking for the ball. He already sees it coming off the tee. 2 minutes and 55 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Wildcats on top, 20-7. Yeah, that Plains versus Hale Center score was wrong. We gave it halftime. They just said 8-0.
Yeah, I'm about to say, because I mean,
Hale Center. It was like 62-0.
That was a little inside job. Somebody was messing with the fat-fingered it.
So 1st and 10, Denver City. Here's the snap. Quarterback going to run right. Has some room, but the hole closes quick, and it looks like that was Ian Mendez who kind of shot the gap and brought him down for a minimal gain of about 1 or 2. Second down and 8 from the Denver City 34-yard line. 2:28 left in the 3rd quarter. Clock is rolling. Littlefield on top, 20-7. So here we go, 2nd down. Shotgun, double slot, 1 running back. Here's the snap. Quarterback straight back. Looks to throw. Yep, he's going to run out of the pocket. Flags everywhere.
Coming back.
He throws.
Possible interception. Broken up.
Yeah, incomplete, but I think it's going to be holding against the Mustangs.
You got to make a decision.
You got to be 3rd and 8 or 2nd and, 15 probably?
Yeah.
We're going to decline the penalty. So that'll make it 3rd and 8. Oh, no, they're going to step it off. So it'll be 2nd down and
long.
Yep.
18.
2nd and 18. Yeah. 2 minutes to go here in the third. Clock is our friend at this point with a 20-7 lead over the Denver City Mustangs. Shotgun formation. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops straight back. Has time, dumps it off underneath. It's complete to the 30. Yep, he gets loose. He's on the sideline to the 50. One man to beat. It's McNeese, and Major's going to make the tackle at the Littlefield 30-yard line.
And a great job right there by the sophomore, Major McNeese. Didn't go up high, went low, dropped him. But basically, this is a little screen to the running back, number 17.
I'm going to say that he stepped out at the Littlefield 31, so it'll be, or was knocked out at the Littlefield 31. 1st and 10. 1st and 10, they're going quick. Here we go, shotgun. Everybody on the line of scrimmage except one player for Littlefield. Everybody's coming. There's going to be a fumble. Ball is loose. Recovered by the Wildcats. Tyrell Norman forces the fumble and then recovers it. And the Wildcats create, after forcing 7 turnovers last week, we get our first one here tonight.
Yeah, you're not always going to get 7, but a big time play right there by the senior Norman, coming up big.
Littlefield Wildcats are back in business with the football at our own 41-yard line. Tyrell's had a heck of a night tonight.
Quarterback out there holding the ball like a loaf of bread.
Yep.
We'll take it.
He paid the price for that, too. So here we go. Littlefield's offense comes out onto the field.
And right here, if Littlefield's able to come away with a score, kind of take the win out of the sails of Denver City.
Absolutely. Chip Green takes the snap, hands it off. Mason Jones going to the far side, gets to the corner. Jones across midfield. He's to the 40, to the 30, to the 25-yard line, and caught from behind, but a flag is down.
And they marked him out of bounds early.
No flag. He just stepped out.
Early. They're going to call it. They're going to say that he might have stepped out around the
42.
Yep. But a great hard run right there by Mason Jones, the senior. You knew he was going to break one sooner or later, and a great play calling right there to kind of catch Denver City on their heels.
So here we go, 1st and 10 Wildcats. Not as good as it looked to be, but still good. So here we go. Green out of the shotgun. 2 receivers on the left, 1 on the right. Here's the snap. They give to Mason. Mason going around the left side. Cuts it up to the 40. And knocked out of bounds at about the 36. 5-yard carry on 1st down for Mason Jones. Down to 37 seconds here in the third quarter. That third quarter went by quick.
It did.
That third quarter was faster than halftime was. 2nd and 5. Here we go, Wildcats ball. Green takes the snap, looks to throw. Pressure, steps into the pocket, now he'll run. He's got some pasture. He's to the 20-yard line. He breaks the tackle to the 5, tripped up and down at the 1-inch line. They're not going to give him the touchdown.
Uh-oh.
It'll be 1st and goal to go for the Wildcats from the 1-inch line. And Chip's going to be slow to get up. That's not good. He's got a cramp. I think he's trying to stretch it out. It's humidity, man.
Yep.
These West Texas boys ain't used to that.
Yeah. And then especially, not getting those reps in.
Oh, now one of the Denver City players is down. So we've got an injury timeout, but it's one of their guys after Chip. He's going to trot over to talk to Coach Thomas.
A shoe come off?
Yeah, Coach Thomas wants to talk to the offense. So we get ready for 1st and goal to go from the 1-inch line. I can't believe they didn't give him that touchdown. Looked like he was in to me.
It was close.
I mean, I've got a better view than the officials.
Upon further review.
In any case, we're in good position.
And a smart run right there by Chip Green. he also, was able to get an extra 10 yards just by cutting against the grain and allowed him to get close, very close to the end zone.
And the thing about Chippy is he's fast and he's talented, but he's a sophomore, number one, and number two, he's not that big. He doesn't have a whole lot of lead in his britches.
Yeah.
Like they used to say. But you don't want him taking a lot of hits, It's like we
not early in the season because, that's one of those things that just kind of lingers.
Yeah. Well, you love the fact that he can run, but you sure don't want him to take too many licks at the end of those runs.
No doubt.
Still have an injury timeout on the field. Littlefield leads this game here 20-7. 25 seconds left in the third quarter, and we've got the ball first and goal to go from the 1-inch line. Wildcats are huddled around their coaching staff on the sideline as the Denver City player slowly makes his way off of the field. And after halftime, it felt like the Mustangs were going to try to take some momentum from us, and they scored, but we got it back.
Well, that and then that turnover, that sack fumble has, changed the complexion of this game.
Game changer. Tyrell Norman recovered a fumble that he caused.
Because you kind of felt like Denver City was trying to get some momentum.
Yep.
They were driving down the field, picked up some penalties against Littlefield, and was getting very close to the red zone.
So the injured player still coming off the field slowly for the Mustangs. As soon as he's off, the Wildcats are going to be ready to go. First and goal to go from the 1-inch line.
That's one thing about Denver City. It doesn't seem like they have as many players as Littlefield.
That's true. They don't have a lot of depth. So here we go. Green out of the shotgun. Here's the snap. Low, he's going to pick it up at his feet. Plow. Fumbles. And they're going to say he was down. The ball came out, but the official will say he was down when the ball came out. So I think I'd put him under center and just sneak it.
Well, and then you just don't know what, is it a cramp? Does he have that second gear?
Yeah. And that's going to do it for the third quarter of play. We're going to go to the other end of the field and try to get this in the end zone. We played 3 complete here in Denver City. Your score is Littlefield 20, Denver City Mustangs 7. We'll be back right after this.
The Lamb County Electric Cooperative was established in 1938 for the purpose of making life better for our community, and today they continue to strive for that purpose. LCEC is committed to providing safe, reliable electric service at the lowest practical cost. The Lamb County Electric Co-op is proud of its well-trained, quality workforce that meets the changing needs of its membership, proudly serving you and all of the communities in our coverage area. The Lamb County Electric Co-op, a Touchstone Energy cooperative.
Parenting is full of surprises.
You never know what to expect.
So after our son was born, I called my Texas Farm Bureau insurance agent to set up a life insurance policy in case something happened to me.
Sawyer is now 2.
And we'll soon have a sister. There's no one else I would trust with protecting my family.
Call 806-579-2489 or visit us at 615 XIT Drive in Littlefield to speak with an agent today.
Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications and policy terms and may vary by situation.
Welcome back into Littlefield Wildcats football here at West 11 Sports. I'm Cody West, along with Keith Logan. Where the Wildcats will have the ball second down and goal to go from the 1-inch line to start the fourth quarter of play. 20-7 lead Wildcats. Littlefield trying to go 2-0. So here we go. Wildcats, everybody in tight. Green out of the shotgun. 3 wide receivers. Here's the snap. Another quarterback keep as he tucks it into the end zone. Touchdown, and Chip Green with his second touchdown of the night. This time it's a 1-yard run. The Wildcats lead it 26-7. I think once we got it down to the 1-inch line, that was just a formality. At some point, we're going to punch it in.
We're going to figure out a way. Because no matter what, we're going for it, 4-down territory.
Now Chippy's going to hold it. Angel Salazar, the kicker, number 75, left-footed kicker. I'm surprised he can make it, kicking with his left foot.
Oh,
now we got a flag.
Huddle.
Yeah,
broke the huddle.
One too many men on the field. Number 11, Josiah Garcia, goes to the sideline, and that's going to cost us 5 yards. So now the kick gets a little bit longer. From where the holder's at, on the 15-yard line, it'll make it a 25-yard extra point attempt.
There's no wind, so
yeah,
it's going to be all on Angel's foot.
Here's the snap. Hold is down. Kick is up, and nope. It was low. It was a line drive. Didn't go through, and that's kind of been our problem tonight, is unable to convert on extra point kicks. But we lead it 26-7 over the Mustangs. Wildcats on top. We'll be back right after this.
Find new roads with a new Chevrolet from Littlefield Chevrolet. This is Kevin Campbell, and as you know, our name has changed, but much like the Littlefield Wildcats, the tradition continues. Be sure to stop by and see me for your next car, truck, or SUV. I look forward to seeing you soon, and as always, we are proudly supporting our youth in all their endeavors. Go Wildcats.
Located on Highway 84 in Littlefield. Littlefield Chevrolet, Buick, GMC. We are professional grade. Visit www.littlefieldchevrolet.com.
Welcome back to Littlefield Wildcats varsity football here at West 11 Sports. Cody West, Keith Logan, Olivia Seha on the camera. Littlefield Wildcats on the field. They've got a 26-7 lead here in the fourth quarter. 11:45 remaining in the game. It's been all Wildcats for the most part.
Yep.
Man, it'd be a lot. I mean, it would be a lot more lopsided if we could just cut out the penalties.
Yeah. We definitely helped them out with all the penalties we have committed.
We've hurt ourselves in that department, but still a comfortable lead here. Got to keep playing. Here we go. High end over end kick comes down at the 20. It'll be returned. And Angel Salazar's there to wrap him up, but he breaks loose. He gets to the outside. There's blockers. Another big return. And the Wildcats bring him down at the 50-yard line, and a flag is on the field.
And it looked like whatever the penalty was, it had nothing to do with the play.
It was way far away from the tackle. Sam Hill made the tackle eventually there at the 50-yard line. It's almost like if Angel Salazar doesn't get down and make the tackle, they're going to get a big return.
Yeah.
We've got to do a better job covering kicks. See what the penalty is. Now we got a Littlefield player coming over to the sideline on the Denver City side.
Oh, somebody down.
Oh, a Littlefield player is down. I didn't even see that. He's kind of under the Denver City training table over here. So we've got a timeout, not only because of the penalty, but there's an injured Littlefield player on the Denver City sideline, way on the sideline near the track.
Like it's almost camouflage that blends in because there's like a cart right there and you can't really see him. And the training table.
Coach Thomas made his way all the way across the field. So Coach Thomas is on the Denver City sideline along with Bailey De La Cruz as well, the Littlefield trainer. So let's take a quick break as it's going to take him a while to get across the field in any case. We'll take a break and we'll be back right after this.
Attention commercial motor carriers in West Texas. Are you frustrated and confused by ever-changing DOT regulations? If so, call David McIntyre at McIntyre DOT Safety Consultants. They provide help with mock audits, new business setup, safety audits, compliance review, vehicle inspections, post-crash investigations, driver training services, and much more. Having retired with over 25 years with the Texas DPS, McIntyre DOT Safety Consultants can help you be safer and DOT compliant, which means less enforcement, less downtime, and more profit for your company. Call 325-234-1714 today.
Welcome back in after the injury timeout. The Wildcats defense is back out on the field, but we're going to be minus Tyrell Norman, at least for a play. He was the injured player for the Wildcats. That flag came out was on Denver City. So they're going to put it all the way back to the 38-yard line. I didn't catch what the penalty was.
I didn't either.
But it was on them. So here we go, 1st and 10 Mustangs in their own territory. Quarterback takes a snap, drops back for the screen, intercepted. Jamin Jimenez could be a pick six. He caught it in stride. He's down to the 10, to the 5, and out at about the 2-yard line.
What happened was Denver City tried to set up a little screen to the middle and just overthrew the receiver. And Javen's in the right place at the right time and gets all the way down into the red zone, just shy of the end zone on the pick six. Just
like
5 yards.
3.
Wow.
Man, he almost got in there,
Yeah,
but he
did.
just jumped right in front of it and took that thing all the way down to the 3-yard line. Thought he was going to score.
And a lot of that is due to the pressure that Littlefield put on him.
That's 9 takeaways in the first 2 games so far for the Wildcats defense. Here's the snap. Chip Green hands it off to Mason. Mason to the right side, gets into the end zone, and that's a Wildcats touchdown. Points off of turnovers, and Littlefield scores 3-yard touchdown run. Mason Jones set up by the Javen Jimenez interception. Seniors getting it done.
Hey, not a bad job right there.
32-7, Littlefield on top, point after kick to come. 11:02 left in the game.
And right after that turnover, Littlefield went with a little bit of tempo and caught Denver City asleep a little bit and got into the end zone.
So here we go. Angel Salazar, the kicker, is going to try to put it through for the first time tonight. Kick is up, and it is good. And now things are going our way.
Only took to the fourth quarter, but hey, we'll take them now.
You know, it wasn't pretty. We had a 12-0 lead at the halftime break, but it wasn't pretty. A lot of penalties, but it's just proof that if you keep grinding, you keep fighting, you keep playing, keep the intensity up, play smart, good things are going to start happening eventually. And the Wildcats lead this game now 33-7 with 11 minutes left in the game. We'll be back right after this.
This is Mike Reed, Superintendent of the Littlefield Independent School District. I join our board, administrators, faculty, and staff in proudly supporting each of our students in every activity. Everyone at the school district is very proud of our students, and we wish them continued success on the field and in the classroom. Here at LISD, we are committed to excellence, and our mission is to provide a quality education through shared responsibilities in a safe, supportive environment where all students are prepared to meet the challenges of a global society. Wildcat Magic. Be a part.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Littlefield Wildcats football here at West 11 Sports. Cody West and Keith Logan here at Denver City, where the Wildcats lead this game now by a score of 33-7, and the kickoff team is out on the field. Wildcats going to come back out on defense and hopefully stop them again. Here's the kick. It's going to be caught at about the 18 and returned across the 20 to the 25. He gets to the sideline and out of bounds, and a flag at the end of the play.
And right there's no need for it. It's going to be another penalty. Late hit.
On us?
Yep.
Who was that? 33?
I think
20.
It was 20. But now it wasn't.
It was just a little push out of bounds.
Push, but there was no need. He was
after the whistle.
Yeah, he was way past the white.
So a good return, and the personal foul penalty on Littlefield will give them even better field position. So, man, we just keep shooting ourselves in the foot with senseless penalties.
Yeah. And I'm sure there's going to be several conversations about, these penalties and unnecessary roughness. I mean, personal fouls, things that you can control.
That's right. Trips on the left side, single receiver on the right. Denver City ball near the 50-yard line. Here's the snap. Quarterback hands it off, going to the right side. He has the sideline and ridden out of bounds there by the Wildcats, number 33, Diego Ramirez. First time we've called Diego's name tonight. He's now in the game. Also number 30, Noah Lopez is in the game. The Wildcats. Coach Thomas kind of rotating some guys in and out. Plus, I don't know how serious that injury was to Tyrell Norman, but he's still on the sideline.
Yeah, and they may be just being cautious.
Yeah, Diego's now playing linebacker. 10 minutes, 11 seconds left here in the ball game. Littlefield on top, 33-7. Escalante, the quarterback, out of the shotgun for Denver City, rather. Tight end on the right, 3 receivers on the left. Here's the snap. Quarterback keep. Going left side, nowhere to go. Littlefield wraps him up and pushes him back after about a 2-yard gain. Gang tackle in there by the Wildcats, and getting up from the bottom of the pile was number 10, Ian Mendez.
A lot of time left in this game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I just looked, glanced.
And I told Coach Thomas, I said, after last year's Dalhart game, I will never, ever feel like a lead is safe.
Oh, yeah.
In any football game in my life. Like, that ruined me. I've been watching football all my life, and that game ruined me for comebacks. You know, it's like anybody can come back on you. Like, no lead is safe. Here's a snap. Quarterback drops back, looks to throw, fires over the middle, incomplete. Was thrown low. Good coverage there by Jeremiah Trevino. Major McNeese was in on the action as well. That'll bring up 4th down at about 6.
Denver City has to go for it. I mean,
and another thing I told Coach Thomas off the air, you know, we always chat a little bit after the interview.
Yeah.
And I told him, I said, hey, just run it up if you can on people. Like, I know there's sportsmanship, gentleman's agreement, whatever. We're in no position to just sit on a lead. Let's just run it up. If we can run it up, keep scoring.
Look like they're punting.
So here we go. Punt team is out. Could be a fake.
I think Denver City may have to call a timeout.
Oh, nope. Here's a snap, and they're going to punt it. Good punt. It's going to land at about the 7 and down to the 5. Well, they'll say it's the 6. So good punt for Denver City. Littlefield, a long way to go. The good thing is we can take off some time from the clock. 8:58 left in the game. We can put some first downs together, keep the ball in bounds.
Well, and this is probably the next, evolution of winning a game. Is finishing off a drive, marching it down. You don't have to go tempo right now. Eat up the clock and kind of, put the nail in the coffin, so to speak.
Yeah, absolutely. 8:58 left in the game. Littlefield will have the ball 1st and 10 at our own 6-yard line. Leading this game 33-7. Harris Ratings had us as a 10-point favorite. We're leading by quite a bit more than that so far. Chip Green, the quarterback, out of the shotgun. 2 receivers on the left, 1 on the right. Here's the snap. He fakes the handoff, rolls right, looks to throw, tries to get rid of it, and does, throws it away.
Wisely throws it away.
Yeah. And that's one thing they've been working on with Chip is just, he's still learning when to throw it away, and when he always, is trying to make something happen. And sometimes you've just got to
go through your progressions, and if it's not there, get rid of it.
Yep.
Live to play another play.
And a incomplete pass out of bounds is definitely better than taking a sack.
Yeah, or throwing an interception.
Yeah.
You're just trying to make a play, but sometimes you're just okay just to move on to the next.
2nd down and 10 at our own 6. Here's the snap. Green hands it off to Jones. Jones over the left side, breaks through across the line of scrimmage to about the 10. It's a 4-yard gain. So it'll be 3rd down now. 3rd and about 6. So 3rd and 6 for Littlefield. Sure would like to move the chains here.
Keep this drive going, eat up some more clock.
Ian Mendez and MJ Randall are on the left side. And a timeout called by the Wildcats. Stops the clock with 8:09 left in the game. Littlefield on top, 33-7. We'll be right back.
Over 100 years and still going strong, Wellington State Bank is your hometown community bank. Wellington State Bank offers personal, dedicated service on deposit accounts, farm and equipment loans, and other financial needs. Wellington State Bank proudly serves the Littlefield area and always supports the Wildcats. Visit any of our 10 locations or on the web at wellingtonsb.com. Wellington State Bank of Littlefield, your partners in progress. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back into Littlefield Wildcats football here at West 11 Sports and the Littlefield Sports Network. You can hear the audio broadcast at littlefieldsports.com. And we are live with video on YouTube on our Littlefield Sports Network channel every Friday night. We want to say welcome to our viewers and our listeners here tonight to Denver City. Next week we'll be in Post to play the Antelopes. So here we go. After the timeout, Littlefield has the ball, 3rd and 6. Come to the line of scrimmage at our own 10-yard line. Green out of the shotgun, takes the snap. They run the toss, going to the far side. Nowhere to go. We lose about 3 yards. So that'll bring up 4th and 9, and we're going to have to punt it away. So the punt team comes out onto the field. We'll give Denver City good field position here. Clock is rolling. Denver City has all 3 timeouts remaining. 33-7, Littlefield on top. Here's the punt. Javen Jimenez gets away a good one. Caught at about the 45. It'll be returned. Denver City on the return. He's running it all the way across the field to the 30. He's to the 20, to the 10. Spencer Freeman, a punt return for a touchdown for the Mustangs. So this ain't over.
No. I mean, Denver City's not going to go down just, willfully. They're going to fight. Denver City was able to kind of keep that punt going, was able to set it up a wall, and was able to get the corner and the edge and get into the end zone. So just like that, Denver City answers with a touchdown.
33-13, the extra point kick to come for Denver City.
And it's difficult. Obviously you have a lead by 20-plus points and, not to take your foot off the gas pedal. And that's the thing we have to be able to do is finish the game.
So here comes the extra point try for the Mustangs. Hold is down, kick is up, and it is good. That makes it 33-14. Littlefield on top. 7:16 left in the game. We'll be back right after this.
Wildcat Laundry in Littlefield is a proud supporter of Littlefield High School athletics and wants to wish the Wildcats good luck in tonight's game. Wildcat Laundry is a clean, full-service laundromat with quality coin-operated washers and dryers for all your needs. Comforters too big for your home washer? Bring them to the Wildcat Laundry. Need to take care of several loads in a short time? Come to Wildcat Laundry, located at 901 Hall Avenue in Littlefield. Wildcat Laundry says go Cats.
AAA Truck and Auto Parts, your local CarQuest dealer isn't all about some big corporation. It's locally owned by your neighbors who really care about you. John and Charla McBride and their staff are here to make sure you get the right part at the right price. In addition to quality CarQuest parts, AAA also provides expert vehicle repair, offering oil changes for less money than the out-of-town counterparts, and state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment. There's no reason to go anywhere else for auto parts or auto repair. AAA Truck and Auto Parts, located north of Littlefield on Highway 385. CarQuest, great people, great products, great prices.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats football here at West 11 Sports. The onside kick for Denver City is recovered by the Wildcats at our own 35-yard line. Ian Mendez recovers the kick. 33-7 is our score. 33-14 is our score. Littlefield on top with 7 minutes and 11 seconds left in the ball game. Wildcats trying to go 2-0 to start the season, but Denver City's not going down without a fight, and we've got to, just keep pushing.
And
It's all about guts.
And Denver City has 3 timeouts remaining. And, Littlefield needs to pick up a couple first down and kind of make them use their timeouts and kind of get out of this game with another victory. But it's, Denver City's not going to go down without a fight, like you mentioned.
That's the thing about getting a big lead early is you've got to be able to play with a lead late in the game. Here's the snap, handoff up the middle, across the 35 to the 36. It's going to be about a 1-yard gain for Mason Jones, and Mason's had a tough go of it tonight. It's been tough sledding for the running back, but he has broken some long ones. But it seems like when he does, it always gets called back.
Yeah. Or he steps out or something.
Yeah, steps out of bounds before we thought he did. Green out of the shotgun. Mason Jones, he's the guy to get those tough yards when you need them. Kind of the workhorse out of the backfield. Here's Green with the snap. Hands it off to Mason. Mason, nowhere to go.
Stonewalled him.
Yep. Goes down, loses a yard. It's going to be 3rd and 10, and all of a sudden we can't move the ball.
Yeah.
It's like we get a 33-7 lead, and then we just can't move the ball.
And that's just kind of one of those things where the offensive line got to get a good push.
Yep.
Everything's determined on the offensive line. And right now you can tell that overall there's not a whole lot of energy.
Yep.
Right. Even from both sides,
they're tired. Evan Hinojosa, the center. Brendan Bowman and Marquise Roseman over here on the right side of the offensive line. Here's Green.
False
movement.
start.
Marquise moved. I shouldn't have said his name.
you literally.
As soon as I said his name, he moves.
Just like the same. But you don't believe in that.
Asa Acevedo and Angel Salazar, the two offensive linemen on the right side. Yeah, I don't believe in that, but
it just happened.
How do you deny that? I mean, I said his name, and then he moves early, so false start. Makes it 3rd and 15 now from our own 30-yard line.
And that's going to change the play calling.
Yep.
I'm sure it's going to be something, high percentage, but you're going to try to get something, some yards after catch or after contact.
Are we going to use a timeout? Yep. We're going to burn another timeout here.
And that's going to bring us down to one timeout remaining in the ball game.
Yep. With 5 minutes and 10 seconds left, Littlefield leads it 33-14. We'll be back right after this.
This is Liliana Bobadilla with Lyme Healthcare Center and LHC Family Medicine. Our passion is to provide high-quality, accessible healthcare to the residents of Lyme County and surrounding areas. Our hospital provides an emergency room, labor and delivery, and outpatient services. Our staff at the clinic and also provide home services. For an appointment, call 385-6424. To learn more about all the services we provide, visit www.lamhc.org. We want to be your first choice for medical care.
Brown Flying Service at the Taylor Brown Municipal Airport in Littlefield proudly supports the Littlefield Wildcats and sends them all the best in tonight's game and encourages the community to get behind the maroon and white. Brown Flying Service provides agricultural aerial application services to crop producers across the South Plains. That's crop dusting. They offer a wide array of products and services for your agriculture operation. Brown Flying Service, longtime supporters of the Littlefield Wildcats.
Welcome back into Littlefield Wildcats football. 5 minutes and 10 seconds left in the game. Littlefield on top 33-14, and we've got 3rd down and 15 from our own 30-yard line. 5 wide. Here's the snap. Green looks to throw over the middle. It is in and out of the hands of Javen Jimenez. Oh, if he was able to hang on to that, it would have been a first down.
Yeah, had him wide open. I think on his way down to the turf, it kind of
knocked it out.
Wasn't able to field it cleanly.
Man. So now we've got a punt.
Yeah.
Last time we punted, they ran it back for a touchdown. So Javen Jimenez, the punter. Here's the snap. We've got to get down and make a tackle. Line drive kick, fair catch called and made at the 35-yard line. So
good coverage right there.
Yeah.
Omar Martinez got down there and forced the fair catch to be called by Denver City.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Mustangs at their own 36-yard line. Wildcats now need to play some defense like we've been doing all game, really. 33-14. We're without Tyrell Norman, who was injured earlier in the game. Oh, no, he's back. Tyrell's back out on the field. He wasn't on that last Denver City possession. Norman's been a tackling machine out of that linebacker position. 1st and 10 out of the shotgun, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers. Here's the snap. Flag on the play. That's on us. It's going to be a sweep coming to the near side. And the Wildcats going to wrap him up and bring him down after a gain of about 6 yards. But
got some decision making.
Yeah, I think they'll decline it and take the yardage. Offsides against us. Denver City coach is waiting on the spot. They're going to say he's at the 42. So, yeah, they'll decline it. It'll be 2nd down and about 4. Right?
I think they may. I mean, well, it was offside. It'll be 1st down.
It's an automatic first?
No, it's not automatic, but he'll get 5 yards. And then 1st down and 5. So
That's
I think.
Right.
I think they'll take it down.
Yeah. Over the yardage. Yeah.
I think if they're able to get a 1st down, they would just kept it that way. But
I got you. 4:42 left in the game. Littlefield on top, 33-14. Could be a lot more lopsided, I think.
Oh, by far.
We've really hurt ourselves with penalties tonight. 1st and 5 for the Mustangs. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops straight back. Looking to throw. Fires. Has a man complete. And out of bounds after a big gain at the Littlefield 43-yard line. Daniel Garcia makes the tackle, but a big gainer there for the Mustangs.
And for the most part, Daniel Garcia hasn't been tested a whole lot this game. Milshu, he's been tested. We called his name a lot, and just kind of, everybody's been kind of stepping up, and he hasn't been keyed on this game.
So here we go, Denver City ball in Littlefield territory at the 43-yard line. Shotgun, here's the snap. They hand it off on the draw up the middle. Flags and
false
whistles.
Start.
Yeah, false start on the Mustangs. So bring it back. Ace Acevedo now in there playing nose guard. Sam Hill and Brady Jones in there on the defensive line. Javen Jimenez and Tyrell Norman are your two inside linebackers. Jeremiah Trevino and Daniel Garcia are both playing on the defensive ends. Here's the snap low. It's on the ground. He picks it up, hands it off. Wildcats are there to bring him down. Tyrell Norman gets in the backfield with a huge tackle for loss.
I don't know if teams have Norman on their scouting report, but they will.
They better.
They better. He has showed up big time.
If you saw us last year, he was the kid walking around on the sidelines with his arm in a cast. He's probably going to surprise some teams this year.
Yep.
I mean, he has so far. Had a heck of a game against Muleshoe, and now tonight too. 2nd down and 19 for the Mules. The penalty and then the tackle for loss. Puts the ball back in their own territory at the 47. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops straight back. Flag on the play. It's probably going to be on us. They're chasing him down. He throws. It's incomplete. Jeremiah Trevino blocks it. Great hustle by Jeremiah. So the flag is going to
maybe off or not.
Yeah, give Denver City an extra 5 yards. I think it's offsides on us. But you know what? I mean, we kind of woke up defensively and we're getting after it. It's like if you come in early, you just come in early. But false start on them declined. Didn't see that coming. Well, that was a false start on Denver City, but they let the play go.
That doesn't even make sense.
No.
It should have been blown dead, right?
Yeah. I mean, most of the time they will.
Illegal procedure.
Unless it's an illegal formation or something. Maybe you didn't have enough guys on the line of scrimmage or something.
Obviously, neither one of these refs have microphones, so we don't even know what's going on.
In the NFL, it's a false start, but in high school, it's illegal procedure and could be one of a few different things. 3rd down and 19 for the Mustangs. Littlefield on defense. Let's shut them down. Here's the snap. Flag. Nope. Timeout. Denver City has to burn a timeout here. 3:15 left in the game. Littlefield on top, 33-14, and we've got them on their heels. We'll be back right after this.
Determination, got it from my dad.
Got resilience from my mom.
I'd say cotton growing is in our genes.
There's an art to growing Texas cotton, and FiberMax Cottonseed brings the science with advanced genetics for premium fiber quality and high yield potential.
Most profitable crop I've had.
Made my folks proud.
Your art, our science. FiberMax. Learn how FiberMax varieties averaged $159 an acre more than the competition at fibermax.com. Grow smart with BASF. Always read and follow label directions.
Farm and ranch land transactions are more complicated than ever. If you're thinking of buying or selling land today, give Eric Turpin a call at 679-6206. That's 679-6206. Eric is a real estate broker that specializes in all kinds of agricultural real estate. Call Eric today and let him take care of the details for you. Eric Turpin at Cliff Land Brokers is ready to help you. Stop by at 213 East Marshall Howard Boulevard in Littlefield.
Welcome back into Littlefield Wildcats football here at West 11 Sports, Littlefield Sports Network. 3:15 left in the game. Littlefield on top, 33-14. Denver City has it 3rd and 19 near midfield. Here's a snap. Quarterback drops back to throw. Fires over the middle, complete for the first down. He's to the 40 and tackled there. Oh, no. That's not the first down. He was at the original line of scrimmage. I saw the marker, and I thought he had the first down, but that was just the original line of scrimmage. So that's going to make it 4th and 8.
Woo!
Sometimes when you get backed up that far, you get those 2 orange markers
you usually just seeing that one marker, so you just magically that's the first down.
You just see them in your peripheral. So now it's 4th down and 8. Littlefield trying to stop them here. If we can keep them from advancing and hold them on downs, Littlefield can potentially run out the clock. Here's a snap. Drop back. Quarterback looking to throw. Has time. Everybody in coverage. Throw over the middle. Intercepted. And Major McNeese gets another interception. That's 4 on the season. Major had 3 last week. He gets 1 here. And the ball goes over to the Wildcats on the interception. And that's 3 takeaways tonight. 10 takeaways for our defense in the first 2 games. Something else. 2:14 left in the game. Littlefield on top, 33-14. You got to get, I think, at least a first down here.
Yeah, that's what you're looking for to keep this clock going.
Denver City still has 2 timeouts. I don't know if they'll try to stop it or just let it go.
I think it depends on the first down on this play.
So here we go. Wildcats come out to the line of scrimmage. Chip Green, the quarterback, out of the shotgun. Slot receiver on the right. Here's a snap. They give to Mason Jones. Mason, left side, breaks through, gets to about the 29-yard line, and that'll make it second down and about 5. Second down and, 5 or 4. Denver City's just letting it run. Hanging on to those timeouts. They may be conceding here. Wildcats trying to get the right guys in. Ace Acevedo goes out. Carlos Roque comes into the game on the offensive line. Shotgun, 2 receivers on the right, 1 on the left. Here's the snap, hands it off. Mason gets tackled at about the 31. It's a 2-yard gain. Got to get a first down here. It's going to be third down. I think we're at a point now, though, where we can say we're going to win this sucker.
I sure hope so.
33-14, a minute 15 left. Denver City's not trying to burn their timeouts here. Littlefield just trying to use as much clock as they can, and the play clock, 24 seconds. So, yeah, we'll run one more play, I think, and then if we get the first down, all we've got to do is take a knee. If we don't get the first down, then we'll have to run one more play on 4th. So here we go. Green out of the shotgun. Here's the snap. They hand it off. Jones gets the first down and then some. He's up the middle. He's across the 45 to the 50. Mason Jones to the sideline on the near side. Cuts it in. Looked like he was face masked. No flag comes out. But he's all the way down to the Denver City 26-yard line, and that is the nail in the coffin.
Now you can get in that, the beautifulest, the best, whatever word you want to use.
Yep, victory formation.
The best formation there is.
Wildcats are going to improve to 2-0 to start the season here with a convincing victory over Denver City. 33-14. It's homecoming in Denver City, and we spoiled it. They're going to reset the play clock, and now they're going to run the game clock. So now they're going to say we don't even have to run a play. Official, the referee did us a favor there. Kind of did everybody a favor, really.
Yeah, just let's get out of here.
Yeah, he's like, hey, reset the game clock, or reset the play clock, and run the game clock, and we're going to see it tick down to 5 seconds. And it's rolling down to 0. And the Littlefield Wildcats are going to come away victorious, 33-14 over the Denver City Mustangs on the road. The Wildcats played great tonight, with the exception of a few things they got to work on. We'll be back right after this.
This is Shauna Wagley Hastings with Hillcrest Funeral Home in Littlefield. Sam Billingsley and I have been proudly serving Littlefield and the surrounding communities for over 14 years. We offer pre-need, cremation, traditional, and contemporary funeral service arrangements. We can help you custom design a creative service that honors the life of your loved one in a way that uniquely memorializes their life. In addition, we can transfer any pre-arranged services you already have with another funeral home. Hillcrest is hometown, people you know and trust. Sam and I are always here to help in your time of need. Hillcrest Funeral Home, cherish the memories, honor the legacy.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats football here at West 11 Sports. Cody West, Keith Logan, Olivia Seha was your camera girl tonight. The Wildcats win it 33-14 over Denver City here at Mustang Stadium. And Keith, another great defensive performance by the Wildcats. The offense still, I think we've got some work to do, but we've got to improve on the penalties, man. Tonight, you're not going to commit as many penalties as we did and win a lot of football games. Tonight, we played so well defensively that it kind of overshadowed the penalties, but, man, we've got to clean that mess up.
Oh, yeah, by far. Those little penalties and, well, not all those penalties basically, that may be the determining factor if you get into playoffs or if you move on.
Yeah.
It's one of the things that if it was a close game, that would have probably been the factor of possibly losing us the game was those penalties because we had too many crucial points in the game that kind of kept their drives alive, and we got to clean up some things. But like you said, defense is definitely coming along. Once again, they played at lights out for the most part. But we had to shore up a lot of things. But I think we're moving in the right direction. The offense is going to click at some point. But we had glimpse of greatness, and then we also had some glimpse of kind of stagnant. When we were kind of stagnant. But I think we're going to be all right going forward.
Well, and you say that, but we scored 33 points, so it's like it just kind of feels like it could have been 43 or more, right?
I think a lot of that is because we had so many opportunities on the offensive side from our defense. So it allowed us to have probably twice as many offensive possessions that a normal team would probably have. So, it just, like you said, it's hard to complain about 33 points, but it just feels like we had a lot of missed opportunities, and it could have been –
could have been just a complete blowout.
Yeah, and it's tough. You got to give credit to Denver City. They didn't just, give up, and they fought a little bit, and, they got some touchdowns and stuff like that. So some things to clean up, but obviously we got another tough opponent next week against Post. But, they kind of struggled this season going forward, but we need to go ahead and take care of business.
Yeah, the Wildcats are looking good, man. We're looking strong. We, of course, started the season 2-0. It's and both wins were convincing, right?
No doubt.
And both wins, your defense is what made it happen for you. We're at 10 takeaways. We had 7 takeaways last Friday and 3 takeaways tonight defensively. And, man, it's just like we're just getting after the ball. Everybody on the defense is just pursuing the football, and it's showing a lot of hustle on the defensive side. So the Wildcats improved to 2-0. You mentioned we're headed to Post next week. The Wildcats will be there. There's these teams that they change their mascot, but they keep their old mascot. They want to go buy something new. They do it in college sometime.
Yeah.
Post is one of those.
What do they go by?
Are they Bold Gold or are they the Antelopes?
Oh, okay, I got you. Well, and there's another team like that we're going to play that's kind of GT, the Golden Tours and Lamesa. So it's kind of weird.
Yeah, Lamesa's that. Are they the Tornadoes? Are they the Tours? Are they the Golden Tours?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Come on, man. Just the founders of your school almost set that thing in stone, man. You got to be what you got to be.
You are.
You are who they say you are.
Yes.
But anyway, we're playing the Post Bold Gold Antelopes, I think is how they kind of throw it all together here.
That's a lot. That's a mouthful.
Yes, sir. We'll be there with a broadcast, 6:30 pregame show, 7 o'clock kickoff here at LittlefieldSports.com on the Littlefield Sports Network and also Littlefield Sports Network on YouTube. Make it a great evening, everyone.
This has been a presentation of the Littlefield Sports Network. Tonight's play-by-play broadcast of Littlefield Wildcats football has been brought to you by the following Wildcat supporters: Brown Flying Service, Hillcrest Funeral Home, the Lamb Healthcare Center and LHC Family Medicine, Wildcat Laundry, First Federal Bank, Heffington Farms, Littlefield Chevrolet Buick GMC, Wellington State Bank, the Littlefield ISD. Also by the Lamb County Electric Cooperative, AAA Truck and Auto Parts, Clift Land Brokers, FiberMax Cotton and BASF, and by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance. This is the Littlefield Sports Network, your home for Littlefield High School sports.